music down just a little bit and then bring it up after you do your intro. That's good. It's taking long enough.
Ladies and gentlemen, Abe Vigoda has died. It's time for the Double Special Show, starring Crystal Gorges, Tiffany, Barbee, and me, J.B. Lee. Now a moment of silence for Abe Vigoda. And now here's your host, Chris Gorges.
And me.
So say the stars, it's meant to. I think I do that every week. I go, I start with,
We live this week. Good job, everybody.
Let's all breathe in a little bit of life, shall we? Welcome back, everybody. Double special on a Tuesday night. And if you're joining us on IRN, it is Saturday night. Thank you for joining us. Live in the studio with my co-host, Jordan Lee, and Tiffany Barbee, and our producer will be here in a couple minutes. That's Crystal Gorges. The phone number, as always, if you'd like to call, join the show, 727-475-6139. And this evening, we're going to have a little special guest at the second half of the show. One of Tiffany's friends, her online friends. He's a paleontologist, right?
Yes.
Paleontologist Anthony
Maltese.
I was going to say it. Maltese is calling in from Colorado to talk about the Christians against dinosaurs thing we pimped and teased last week to get some facts.
I still think you're getting poed.
Okay. Yeah, I'm getting poed. And yeah, Abe Vigoda died.
Who's that?
Who is Abe Vigoda? Oh, Tiffany Barbee doesn't know who Abe Vigoda
Really?
is.
Do I? I might.
Are you in for a Barney Miller binge?
Oh.
I think you are.
Oh, I know
no.
who Barney Miller is.
Well, that's where Abe Vigoda is.
Oh, is he the actor?
Fish, yeah.
He was Fish, yeah. He was Fish in Barney Miller and then had the spin-off sitcom Fish.
Yeah, oh, no, if you knew Barney Miller, you'd know Fish. You don't know anything.
Yeah.
I don't believe you at all.
Yeah, no, I haven't seen it in a really.
Yeah, no, she's trying to play it up, but no, yeah.
No,
Fish
I
was-
know I played it when I was little, but I don't.
I preferred Wojo Howitz on Barney Miller. I like
Wojo was
Fish,
good.
but I like Wojo. He's pretty
And
cool.
then
And I
the,
loved Harris, Detective Harris, the black guy.
Who is the
So funny.
Asian guy or Korean guy? What was his name?
Oh, that was, I don't even know
He was
who that
hilarious.
He
that
was
dude.
very funny, yeah.
And he died too.
Yeah, those are good times. We're getting old.
Yeah.
That's what I love seeing all these deaths on Facebook because people our ages are freaking the hell out right now. They're like, oh my God, everybody that I'm connected with in the entertainment industry is dying or is on the way out. It's and now it's like other people too, like just author, anybody that you grew up with, and if you're in your 40s and 50s now, they're starting to can off.
All the
people,
rock stars
Yeah.
are going now.
Well, they were all when we were into
Yeah.
them, they were already in their 20s and 30s, and we were in our teens. You know what I mean? They were older. Now they're
I
dropping.
guess, it's like people in retirement homes are finally facing reality. Like,
Who's in retirement homes? I'm not in a
I
retirement.
don't know, but people who are like 69, 70 now, and they're like suddenly seeing
Oh, but-
David Bowie drop dead. It's like,
I don't think the 69.
I was a kid when he came out.
No. 69, 70. That you're talking World War II. No, there's no David Bowie.
Bob's
It's much older.
68,
Really?
and he's still a young man.
He's still a young man.
He'll be here next week.
Yeah, next week we'll have magician, comedian Bob Burr.
Oh, sweet.
He's going to do some close-up magic. We're going to pull the camera off of its stand, bring it down and close. He's going to do some magic. If you're listening, it might not be as fascinating. And I may substitute those bits with something else for our auditory fans. But, I still like magic. We're going
We
to
should
have
play
it.
that Penn and Teller game where we try and guess how he did it.
You think he'd go for that? You think he'd tell us? 'Cause
No, I
know.
don't think he'd happy.
He
I don't think
won't
he'd be happy
tell
with that at all.
You think for the first time we'd piss off Bob Burr?
Oh, I think we'd come close. I don't think he'd show it on the air, but I think
I'd like
Yeah.
for you to try to get at least one explanation out of him if you can. And I want you to be tactful, Jordan, as you sometimes are. You
Oh,
get a
please.
50-50 shot at tact with you. Sometimes you're very tactful, and other times you're just a bull in a china shop. You don't.
I'm
really-
like pretty sure I know how he does like one of the tricks I see him do on stage.
So you've already thought about this,
Oh God, yeah.
Oh, I know some.
Why
of his
else would you?
tricks.
Why else would you go to see a magic show?
just to be wrapped up in the illusion. I mean, I don't. Knowing kind of ruins the illusion, right, Tiffany? Don't you think?
Yeah, because I know some of Bob's tricks.
You know. Oh, you know the secrets.
Yeah, but also.
So you could reveal some secrets to us.
Yeah.
When he told you the secrets, did he say, "Don't tell anybody"? What did he say?
No,
There had to be some.
I made him tell me.
How? Like force?
I said, "Tell me."
That's not making
Well,
somebody
you
tell
know
you.
me.
Yeah.
I'm stubborn. I'll
That's
stick
I
to it.
asked him to tell me, and he
No,
told me.
I told him to teach me how to do some tricks.
So you know how to do magic?
There's a few tricks he taught me.
Name
but-
one trick that he taught
Oh,
you.
he taught me a really cool rope trick with a knot.
Can you
Is
do
there
it?
is there a name for the trick?
I don't have it with me. He gave me a whole bag of magic tricks.
You have to have a special rope for it.
No.
Oh.
But you know what?
Yeah, you do. If he gave you a bag full of tricks and there's a rope
Yeah.
in
You
there,
know
it's a special rope.
what's sad about magic? What kind of ruined it by knowing Bob is because they can just go on a website and buy illusions, and
Well, yeah.
like they can create their own illusions, but there's like tricks that come with it, and they learn how to do it from that. They're not even doing magic.
What do you mean they're not doing magic? Please explain that statement, because I'm afraid. I'm almost afraid to hear the answer, but it's interesting. She's like, "I've been fooled." You remember that old comedian? He was like an Australian or a British guy. And he was like, like a fake magician, sleight of hand. But his tagline was, "I'm fooling you, and you don't like it." It was so friggin' funny. It was like a very energetic, and he would do these really cheesy tricks and just
I
get
don't
these gaggy
remember.
laughs. But that would be his come off. He was big in the
Okay.
in the 80s, 90s. Anyway, so yeah, all right. So maybe
You're
we can have
talking
like,
Narnia magic, basically.
Well,
yeah.
like
Oh, right, exactly.
I just thought that maybe there could be a little more to it. I could buy illusion if I wanted.
Dude, I'm laughing, but Crystal seriously believes that Chris Angel is a warlock.
Oh my
She insists that he's a warlock, and I'm like, dude, there's no such thing as warlocks. Da, da, da. And I'm like, every trick you've ever seen him perform has been on television. So right there should be that should take like 90% of any belief out of it.
Yeah,
Because you're seeing it on
TV's
TV.
Yeah.
If you're in the studio and you're a witness to it, I could understand somebody going, dude, I was right there. I could, and in my brain, I'm like, you couldn't figure it out, but okay, to you, it happened. It was magic. But come on TV,
No, I
give
can
me a
figure
break.
it out. Sometimes it involves very implausible explanations, but I can always figure it out.
Some are very complicated.
Yeah.
I've seen some of them are really
And
complicated.
you know what some are?
What?
Check in, check in.
Easy, nice, easy on the
Check
thing.
in, check in, check in. Starting off easy on you. Waffle House taking reservations for Valentine's Day in Alabama. Check in.
That's nuts. That's just sad.
Would you do that with your sweetie?
As a joke.
As a joke?
Yeah, I mean, as a jokey joke.
But is it, I mean, on
I wouldn't-
Valentine's Day, that's a dangerous joke to play.
Why is it dangerous?
On Valentine's Day?
Depends on your girl, dude.
It
Some girls,
does.
it doesn't take much. All they
Yeah.
got to do is get out of the woods for a couple hours. I mean, some people live like in the woods. Like Tiffany's dad lives in the woods. You got to drive up
Yeah.
and get a ski lift to go up there and stuff.
But you think Valentine's Day?
Oh, it's
At
not.
the
You know what?
Waffle
It's
House?
not just Alabama. It's 14. It's 18 states.
No, really?
Yeah, the Georgia chain hopes to change that perception and save customers a little money by offering candlelight dinner at restaurants in 18 different states.
That's cute.
Cute.
I've never eaten at a Waffle
I'd
House.
love to see the candle that they're using.
I don't really buy into the whole Valentine's Day thing.
Not even at Waffle House.
Well, I don't really like Waffle House. If I liked Waffle House, I'd be like, sure, you want to eat there. But, like, it sounds like it's going to be attracting people now. Like, before, I'm sure, like, the thing was that you could just go there and not have to wait. But now it sounds like it's a whole thing. You got to make reservations. It's ridiculous. I never want to
That's
make
true.
reservations at Waffle House.
That's a good point. That's not something. Those things don't belong in a sentence together. Reservations at Waffle House.
I know that.
All
Yeah,
right.
the food is substandard. Yeah. What you said, you don't buy into the whole Valentine's Day thing though. Not just the
Yeah.
Waffle House thing, but the whole holiday.
Well, because it's obviously just a Hallmark holiday. You know what I mean? Like, it's silly. I rather just, do something special on a different day.
Another holiday, or just on
I
a
mean,
day that
obviously,
isn't
if I'm in a
designated?
relationship with someone, then it'd be like, okay, happy Valentine's Day. Like, because I care about you, I'm going to honor the holiday. But at the same time, like, I'm not overly that worried about
I
it.
like how she's like, if I'm in a relationship, I will
Yeah.
honor the strong arm of the holiday on me. You know what? I'll bow to your prowess holiday.
Well, I wouldn't want the other person to be sad if they care about the holiday. But
So-
I'm just saying.
Only holidays that involve presents from your mom and grandma.
No, my mom gives
Or
me
excite
Valentine's
you.
Day presents.
Oh, okay. So,
My mom totally gives me Valentine's Day presents. I just don't give her anything because I don't think that makes sense.
That's a
Well,
fair
no.
statement.
Why would she give her a Valentine's Day
Every
present?
year,
My mom does
my
that,
mom
too.
and I get.
That's a little
She's
odd.
gonna get
It
mad when she
is.
listens to this.
It's a romantic holiday.
Yeah, that's what I
I
say
know.
to her. Every year my mom gets upset about this because I'm like, I'm not supposed to give you anything for Valentine's Day. And
Yeah.
she's like, yeah, you are. And I'm like, no,
So
I'm not.
throw those little hearts at her. Just here's some Valentine's thing for you. No, I mean, it's a love
yeah.
holiday, but it's a romantic love holiday. I mean, really,
Yeah, it
Cupid,
just
the whole
feels-
arrow thing. That's to get
I
somebody
mean,
to
it's
fall in love
always
with you.
like chocolate or something. When it comes from mom, it's like, well, at least I got chocolate. But
but it's the intent.
I've never given back either, just because it feels too weird.
Yeah,
like, what
it's
do you do?
weird.
You know?
Do you like not look at her when you take the chocolate? Or, like
It usually
you turn
comes-
your head away and you're
yeah.
like, just give me the chocolate. I love you too. Yeah, I know I love you.
Yeah. It's very uncomfortable.
It's very odd.
All right.
You
our
broke
mom,
it again.
Our moms love
It's
us.
all busted. Check it. That wasn't cool.
What?
Check in. Check
Oh,
in.
because his mom's dead.
I didn't even hear that. It wouldn't matter.
Here's something that'll piss
I'm
off
unaffected.
Chris
Probably.
because you're an old man.
What?
What do you
I'm
think
not
the
an old
newest?
man.
What do you think the
not.
newest cool kid trend is in Austin?
In Austin, Texas,
Yeah, spreading all over because they're the hipsters.
it's not the boots that curl up like the
Oh,
elf
no.
boots.
No.
Worse than the Mexican boots.
You go to a bar to do it.
You go to a bar to do it. Oh,
Yeah.
it's got to be some stupid game.
Uh,
Oh, wait. No. I've heard of this. You know what it is? It's
What?
like a karaoke stand-up
Oh,
deal.
not even that.
No.
No.
Okay. All right. I'm out.
Coloring books. It's time to start coloring books at bars.
Dude. That'd be awesome. You know what they should
Really?
do? Yeah, because they should have like different stage. Like you get 3 pictures, same pictures, and you color them at various stages of your drinking, so you can see the progression of how messed up you are. This one guy said, Cam Ray 48. He said, "I'm addicted," which is funny coming from a guy that drinks in a bar.
Or
That-
whatever.
Yeah, whatever. It served as a meditative escape for her since she picked it up. I mean, yeah, okay, I guess.
I don't.
Well, dude, I can't draw. All right, first of all.
All
so
right, that's fair.
for me
Yeah.
to sit down and draw, like you at least can have some skill of drawing. I can't do it.
I just
See.
have doodling.
Yeah, but
But-
it's better than my doodles. You said you draw, right?
I like drawing a lot. Like I used to really be good at drawing. I haven't done it like in the past 5 years, so who knows anymore. But coloring is not my thing. Like in painting, like filling in it, I'd rather just make it and then someone else wants to paint it.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of the coloring.
Yeah.
Yeah, and here's the thing
Can't-
too. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Jordan.
The lines.
You don't like the lines?
I can't keep in them. I always go over the line, and then the whole thing's ruined, and it's just a mess. It's never fun.
You really have trouble keeping? Because I don't. I can color. I'm skilled at it. It's just boring to me.
we could all
It's kinda
work
boring.
together.
Well, that's the
Jordan
thing.
and I will draw and you'll color.
I know. I don't want to color. I just said it's
Oh.
boring to me.
Well, I know, but you said you could.
Here's the other thing about this that bothers me. When I go to a bar and I'm having a couple drinks, I like to talk to people. I like to socialize. I don't want to sit there with my face down in a coloring book.
This really sounds like something like how to go to a bar and avoid people in a crowd.
Well,
By, like looking down and coloring intently the whole night.
I'll tell you how you can do that much easier and not have to deal with crayons and coloring and all that stuff. Get an iPod. Put an iPod on. It's the best anti-person deterrent ever. Like people are so afraid to talk to you when you have an iPod. When they see the buds in both ears,
Right.
they just don't. They get all freaked out. I've used it on planes. I've used it in malls.
Yeah.
It's fantastic. Oh, it's
But-
wonderful.
So you
If
just
you
need to
go
buy the
to a
headphones.
bar, though, aren't you going out to meet people or?
No, apparently these people are just going to color
And drink.
in
That's
children's
really
books.
weird. I feel like, are they retarded or?
Oh, this one girl says it takes her back to her childhood. So I guess in a way, yeah, she wants to be a little retarded in
No,
that her
no,
age
no.
age
That's-
retarded,
that's not
age
what
retarded.
Yeah, because
Retarded means,
retarded
you know.
means slow.
Yeah, it means
Yeah.
slow, dude. It means
That's like the
held
actual
back.
No,
definition.
it
Regressed.
means an IQ below 70.
No,
It
no, it
does.
doesn't.
Yes, mentally retarded means exactly
I didn't
that.
say mentally retarded. I said
Oh.
retarded.
Yeah.
Oh,
You thought mentally retarded because your PC brain throws that on the front of it, dude.
Oh, my.
Get a grip on that crap for me, please.
I'm just saying.
the word is
it's a
retarded,
trigger.
and it means multiple things. Doesn't mean IQ, you jackass.
Then you meant regress.
No,
Anyway.
yeah, what? God damn it.
Check in. Hey, what's the best way to prevent assaults on Uber drivers? Like, say there's a drunk passenger in the back and they get all punchy. What's the best way to prevent that?
Yeah, this is hearkening to this story here earlier this week where a lady in Miami who turned out to be a med student attacked a guy. She literally hailed, I'm going to get to you. She literally hailed an Uber that wasn't hers, just jumped in the back seat, and when he asked her to get out, she got kind of pissy with him, and then she took his keys and tried to run off with the keys. They got into altercation. Somebody filmed it. threw it up. It went viral.
Well,
She's getting suspended from
There's been
school.
a spate of incidents.
There has. There's been the one guy got
Number of
full on like physical punch.
Yeah.
The guy punched him in the back of the head. It
Yeah.
was ridiculous.
Wow.
Well, anyway, here's
Yeah.
what Uber's solution is.
Well, let me guess. Let me see.
You'll never get it, but go ahead.
I don't know. I'm thinking
To
like maybe
not-
a shock thing in the back or something. I don't know.
A shock weapon. You and your tasers, dude. Chris and the taser.
Like a
that would be
video
so much
camera?
fun.
Video camera? Good
Yeah,
plan.
video camera. I don't know.
No. It's a bop it.
A what?
A bop it.
What is a bop it?
A children's toy from the 90s where you bop it, hit it, twist it, turn it. You remember the bop its?
I never had a bop it.
Okay, here we're going to play the bop it commercial. Hey, John Wilson is on the line now, but just hang on because we're playing the bop it song.
Sounds
Hey!
vaguely.
Wanna play Bop It? It commands you obey. Bop it. Twist it.
They're going to give this to people.
If you can't keep up
Yes.
with it, you lose.
They believe
Once
that
you
the
get your
Bop It
hands
will
on Bop
prevent
It,
drug
you're not
people
gonna
from
want
hitting
to
Uber
stop.
drivers.
Fast talking electronic Bop It. Batteries unlimited.
Dude, if I was an Uber driver, I would go insane if I had that going off in my back seat. I would literally lose my mind.
I don't get it. They make them play with the toy in the back seat to keep them entertained.
Yeah, what is people,
I
puppies
don't
now?
get it.
Yeah, that's what they think. They're basically drunk people are puppies
Yeah,
and will
it's
be
because
distracted by a bop it.
Well,
That's because Uber people, the owners of the companies are like 21, 22.
Yeah,
and they're
the
like,
whole-
it would be really cool and people would love. Yeah, all right. We got John Wilson on the phone. What's up, sir? How are you? Joining us from Liverpool, England.
I'm very well. How are you?
Good. What is it, like 9 o'clock in the morning there? I would.
What time is it? Hang on, I'm getting double back. I didn't pause. I wasn't sensible. I didn't pause the show that I was listening to. Now I can hear you perfectly.
Oh, perfect.
Carry on.
Thank you very much for that, sir. We were just discussing the Uber drivers, and there have been a rash of incidents where people have gotten into altercations with their Uber drivers. Is the Uber thing big in England? Are you guys experiencing a rise in Uber? Like,
It's starting to catch on.
yeah. Any
Yeah, I know you wanted more than that, but
he's like,
yeah,
yeah.
but it is that. But I've got a bop it in front of me. I got it in my hand.
You do not. He
I do.
does.
He's got a what?
What?
What do you do?
I've got a bop
Got a
it.
bop it.
Holy crap, he does have a bop it.
Yeah,
But it looks like a steering wheel thing. What is that? Bop it 3?
There's Bop It Extreme 2.
All right, John Wilson, for those of you listening on IRN, you can't see
That's
it.
perfect.
But John Wilson called in from Liverpool with not just a Bop It, but like apparently the Bop It Trump edition. Look at that friggin'. What does that thing have on it? It's got like a green squiggly thing.
Twist it, flick it, spin it.
Well,
pull
let's hear it.
Pop it.
I want to hear it now.
Hang on.
All right,
Hang on.
here we go. What do you got in your mouth? What are you eating?
I know.
It's a burger. It's a
God,
burger.
it sounds so juicy and wet.
You know,
Oh
yeah,
man,
you know
it
what?
really is good.
You know what he sounds like when he's eating that?
What?
Whatever kind of creature that sex toy is made for. I'm guessing some kind of like hippo chimpanzee hybrid. I don't know.
All right, let's hear the noise. Go ahead, John. What do we got? Explain what we're listening to.
Right, well, as soon as you hear it, you should. Well, I know Jordan will relate to it straight away. Hopefully, you will hear it. So let's just do a little test first.
Yeah, all right.
Oh.
What the hell?
No.
What the hell is that?
Well, I didn't get everything right, you see, because obviously it'll say, you can play it so it makes noises, so you know which noise to do, like a twist or a pull or or you can get it to actually say the word when you're playing it. So it gives you a little beat, and then it goes, bop it, and then bop it, and then twist it, and then twist it.
Oh my God! Look at him. He's dancing with it. You're dancing in the screen with your stupid bop it steering wheel. That okay.
See, I never got into that. I think that came out after I was a
it's
kid.
Simon with like
Right.
odd buttons.
That's
But
Simon
much
with like.
better. I'm the only one to get the high score on this because the children can't.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
He's very
Yeah,
proud
I've
of
got the
that.
high score, mate.
Yeah, because the children from the 21st century and know what good toys are.
Exactly. Well, we're just very good at these sort of things, you see. And I think it's 200 is the high score, and it's quite something to get up to there. And obviously, I'm a professional. I know it's not Defender, Chris, but
No,
I mean,
it's
come
totally
on.
not Defender. Yeah, because you're pulling on something. First of all, you're pulling on something on that thing. Well, that little squiggly thing looks like somebody's duodenum or whatever. Like the
Duodenum?
duodenum. Yeah, thank you. Like the last part of
hell's that?
It's like the
The
last
last
part of the
25 centimeters
of the small
your
intestine, yeah.
intestine.
It looks like a little squiggly. It looks like a duck penis. That's what it looks like. I don't
Yeah.
want to pull on it.
Duck
Wow.
penises are really long, though.
No, they look like rigatoni. It's very odd.
Yeah.
Very squiggly and weird.
They're weird, rapey penises.
They are rapey penises.
Yeah.
Yeah, anytime a penis looks like violent, you're like, I don't know. What is that? Is he still pulling on a thing?
Yeah.
Bop it.
Yeah.
I totally remember those commercials, though.
Ooh, I got a check-in about England.
Oh no. Anyway, sorry. I mean, it's just a disaster.
No, I know you're the champ.
I don't get
You're
Uber
reliving
at
your
all.
glory days on the thing. What?
I don't get Uber. I've never used Uber. I don't know anything about
don't
it.
understand?
Is it like a taxi?
Yeah, it's a taxi that a person has. You have to have a newer car, and you basically get an app on your phone. When people want an Uber, they show up on your little
Doesn't
map.
sound safe.
Nobody's
it's
well,
not.
it's not safe, but I mean, look, the
Like
same
for-
thing can happen in a taxi cab. By the way,
Yeah,
you
but
can get beat up and accosted.
That's true, but taxi people are professional.
Yeah, but the
Professional
weird
at
part
what?
about Uber,
Getting beat up?
Yeah, I don't trust Uber. I think
you
that
have to
sounds
get
dodgy.
everyone who rides in your Uber rates you, and you have to maintain a good rating.
Yeah,
And like if you don't, you stop getting Ubers.
it's like driving for
Yeah.
Yelp.
Because Laz doesn't Uber anymore, does he?
He may. I don't know.
I bet he gets
Yeah,
a
that
bunch of bad
sounds-
ratings.
That
No,
sounds
Laz is pretty affable when he's in short pulses.
Sounds like murders waiting to happen. A lot of murders.
There's been no murder yet that I know of, but there have been a
There
few
will
fights.
be.
And like we said, this one chick flaked out, but she was totally in the wrong, dude, and drunk, and just being a stupid drunk person.
Well, that's the thing. That's what
She
Uber's
just-
all about, picking up drunks.
Yep. What do you think,
Yes.
John? Would you ever do that to get a little extra cash? You got a newer car?
Well, I mean, I have done it in the past. I've been a taxi driver in the past.
Oh, like a real taxi, a proper taxi?
Not the like black cab ones, but like just a private hire stuff.
Yeah, right. But I mean, not. It wasn't like your buddy's car that you went and picked people around. Like not like.
No. It was official. I did the knowledge and all that. So
How long did you do that for?
I did it for about 12 months.
Oh, so almost a year. You ever get in any situations, odd situations, drunk people in your cab?
Yeah, I have plenty of drunk people. I've had people getting in where they just pile in. So, like, if you got an estate car, and people just piled in and they didn't care, because obviously it's illegal to carry more than so many people, 4 passengers. And they used to pile in and used to get into trouble, but I always seem to get away with it. There's nothing you can do. If people pile into your car, there's the only way you're going to get them out is drive them to where they want to go.
No, I when I was in the military, we were in Milwaukee. Our cab broke down. We had a van that like 8 of us came in. And the only thing they could send us after hours, after we finished this nightclub, and it's literally freezing outside, is like a station wagon. So there were like 4 guys in the back seat with like 2 of us laying across them, like across their laps. And we're talking for like a 45-minute to an hour ride back to the base. It was ridiculous. But we were like, listen, if you leave us out here, one of us is going to freeze to death. So you got to take us off. You're right. What can you do?
Not a lot you can do. Just get them to where they want to go, take the money, and that's it.
Yeah.
Another fun day in the Navy.
A little update if you don't know, John Wilson is one of our comedy correspondents from Liverpool. Will be joining us live in the studio in March. We've got a weekend of festivities lined up. He'll be hanging out here, and we're going to do some work at Snappers and do an improv show, so that'll be exciting. Jordan's on board. Brad Gilmore's on board. We're still working on other players. Daryl is a mite. I invited Sarah and Marty, but they're in different states, and so it's probably I don't think Sarah can drive.
But all this depends on one thing.
What's that?
That John Wilson survives the terrible spate of drive-by yogurt attacks
What?
in England, in Somerset.
Do you know what? Can I just stop you? I read this today and I thought, I bet you Jordan's going to run with that tonight.
It was
Well, hold on. If you read it, what was the story, John?
I just glanced over it, so I didn't read it in its entirety. But basically, some Christian woman running some bloody fancy pants shop. What was it, crochet or something? Or
She's a crochet teacher, but she runs a haberdashery.
There you go, haberdashery. It's a great word, isn't it?
Hats.
And so anyway, so the drive-by yogurt attack. What more could there be? Simple, isn't it?
She got attacked with what?
Yogurt.
A carton of yogurt?
Yeah.
At the windows,
They threw the yogurt at the windows.
They call
There
them
you
pots over there.
And the windows are called pots?
No, the yogurts.
The yogurts are called pots.
Yes, it's a pot of yogurt.
Okay, instead of a cup of yogurt.
I just think it's the most English crime ever. They attacked my haberdashery with a pot of yogurt.
It does sound kind of a proper crime, doesn't it? Yeah, it's hard to even get mad about that. You have to just respect, the respect of the crime. It's like, yeah, they're pissed, but they're not that pissed.
I like that yogurt.
It's much better than American crimes.
Oh, yeah, American crimes usually
Ours
end
will
with-
have guns and stuff.
I know. I was going to say, that would have been like, they would have thrown the yogurt up to get the guy's attention so they could shoot him in the chest. Oh, man. Hey, we were going to talk about this story of bringing it up, and might as well since we have the line. We got a little bit of an outbreak happening all over the world. John, do you know what it is? Do you know what the outbreak is?
Go on, tell me.
No, I'm asking you. Do you even know?
It's a quiz, John.
The flu,
Kind of. Zika.
bird flu,
Zika. Zika.
All right.
Jordan, will you elaborate?
It's a disease.
Thanks.
What kind?
It's a I don't know. It's a virus, I think, but yeah, it's that one in Brazil where all the kids are getting microencephaly.
Yeah, basically, it's really dangerous to pregnant women for their offspring, and then what? Older people, or no? What was there? Somebody?
No, I think it's
there's
just-
two groups
yeah.
of people.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, I thought there was another group of people that are at risk.
Ew.
But anyway,
Let's speculate on that.
yeah, I know, and
They're
you
just
can
crocodile people.
and normal people can get it. Will get like flu-like symptoms, and it's apparently highly contagious. Like after the outbreak, maybe a month ago, it's spread to many countries.
It's everywhere. We're all getting the Zika.
It's transmitted by mosquitoes. We just want to know. So you're not pregnant. You don't have any issues with that. You're not gonna.
Are you asking me or Jordan?
You. I know George's not pregnant. He's here all the time.
No,
haven't
that's
grown up
right.
lately.
You can't have babies. Anyway, I'm no, I'm not.
Okay, and no problem with it. You feel okay? No cough?
I have a cough.
Yeah, no, I'm good. I'm
What
good.
do you mean? Yeah. Did you just lie to me?
No, I've got a little bit of a tickly cough. But that's it.
How about conjunctivitis? You got conjunctivitis?
No.
Do you know what conjunctivitis is?
Oh, for God's sake, Chris, please. I'm the correspondent from Liverpool. I'm from the United Kingdom where England was born. English.
I know that was stupid of me. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
so what is it?
It was stupid. It's pink eye. Conjunctivitis
Give
is
me
pink
the
eye.
answer.
Oh.
Everyone knows what conjunctivitis is.
Especially parents.
If you would have said pink eye to me, I would have thought, aye, he's going down the sexual road again.
Never.
Oh, it's a
No.
terrible disease.
No.
Zika. I got bit by a mosquito and now I have a cough.
I'm just saying, John's going to be here at peak Zika season, so
Oh,
you
God.
you think you might get quarantined on the way back, like American dogs or something. They're not
Oh.
allowed in England either.
All I think about when I hear Zika is like a lemon lime malt beverage. I just can't get it out of my head.
That was Zima.
I know, dude. And it's stuck in there. And Zika, I'm like,
Zima.
you know what? I would really like one of those. I actually kind of like those when they're
Zimas were cool. Are
Yeah,
they
and
not
it-
alive anymore?
and it never killed any
They're not
unborn
around?
people. What?
They're never around anymore, Zimas?
Zimas?
No one has Zimas?
Somewhere. Yeah, Marty's got a stash
It's
somewhere.
called Four Locos now.
Yeah. John, how's everything going your way? You've been doing shows with your improv group?
We've just been practicing, so that's been cool.
How long are your practices last?
About 2 hours.
2 hours.
Mm.
I think we would kill each other if we did 2 hour
We
practice.
used to do like
Did we?
2 hour 92 because there was always pizza at the end, so we'd all stick around as long as we could because there's
Oh.
pizza.
You guys got pizza at the
Do
end?
you do pizza?
Sometimes we go out and grab something to eat, yeah, or there's just beers afterwards.
Oh, beers. They do beers. We never did
Yeah,
beers.
we weren't that adult.
Yeah.
Are we going to practice for the late show on...
Practice?
Yeah. Are we going to do
Probably
practice?
not.
No. Why do we need to practice? We're good.
Yeah. Tiffany's like, I want to practice. John, do you think you need to practice with us before the late show, or are you good to go?
No, I'm with Tiffany on this one. Obviously,
What?
Well, no, but listen, just hear me out. Hear me out. Just calm down.
I'm calm.
All right. Well, obviously, I've not worked with you guys before in the improv scene, and it was just nice to see, because obviously you'd be able to. I'm more interested in you than finding my level, So I'll try not to be in the
What?
gutset. I'll try and lift myself out.
Jordan,
of the
can you
guts.
want to address that fear or concern
What?
of his? Did you even hear
he
what he
wants
said?
to find his level?
What?
We
Yes.
can bring some sandbags for you or something to stand on.
Yeah.
I don't.
Right, we're not playing now, Tosspot.
Toss pot.
Ooh, damn,
Toss
call it
pot,
toss
wow.
pot.
I got insulted all Victorian style. I'm gonna come down with consumption from that.
That was-
Screw the Zika.
I like when John insults somebody, like he's got his regular accent, and then he's got his insult accent, which is a bit brash and a little gay. It's just a little feminine. He throws a little feminine.
Well, it
little...
drops down into like that brassy Mae West register.
That totally is, dude. That's so funny. I just come upstairs and see me sometime, big boy. That's fantastic.
Well, anyway,
we love you.
So,
dude.
I'd just like to, have a little fight. I know we always did it on the double special show last time, but that doesn't count.
Yeah,
I
we,
understand what you're
right. No, I know what he's saying. All right. Well, yeah, we can figure something
What we
out.
have to do, but we can't do the games we're doing at the show during the rehearsal because we
Yeah.
always run the risk of having better bits during rehearsal than at the show.
Right, yeah,
And then
you're-
that would kill us.
right,
It
your
just-
instinct thing.
mentally, you're destroyed as soon as that happens.
Also, John, And
we can talk about the games and that sort of thing, so I know what's to be faced with.
All right, we'll have a little improv powwow, the three of us. Jordan and I will get you on track. Tiffany, what do you want to do? Do you want to be involved in this? Are you interested in improvising this evening? Because Tiffany's had a few improv moments where she's been very proud of herself. I'll say that.
I thought I did really well when we did it on the thing.
I thought you did as well.
And didn't I do really well in the dating game? You have to admit, I did a pretty good job at Snappers for the dating game.
Jordan?
She did. She had a series of pre-written questions and then guessed. And that was really well done.
But they were really good. And
She
I
sold it.
acted.
She sold
didn't
it.
I act really well in it?
You did.
Like you were like, oh my God, she's really there to get a date. And I even guessed who everybody was pretty well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right. So
maybe one game I could be in.
all right, we'll figure it out. Yeah, we'll figure it out. We're gonna do probably like what, an hour and a half show.
Yeah, like 90 minutes.
90 minutes. Yeah.
I would like to do
Beautiful.
improv.
We having a break? We having a
Ten
break?
games.
Typically not. We'll just run right through it.
Yeah, you get like a break in between games when you're not in them.
Yeah.
God, dude, so needy.
So,
Need an
no, I'm just
intermission in a
I'm just
90-minute
asking
show?
the question.
There it is again.
Listen.
There it was again.
Ding.
Lover.
Well, anyway, so I'm really looking forward to that, and obviously I want to do as many gigs as I can, as far as apart from the improv.
The stand-up, yeah.
Well, you're gonna get a guest spot in the show.
Well, let's hold on for a second. When is the open mic at the Improv?
Wednesday night.
It's a Wednesday night. You come in on a Wednesday, right?
Ugh, I'm gonna be pretty fucked up.
What?
Oh, I know.
That's the best time to do the improv
Listen.
open mic.
Yeah, no. He's
No.
come out of a plane like
How
a
about
long
Dunedin
flight.
Brewery on a Monday?
Dunedin Brewery on a Monday, you can do a set, and then you could do sets. Not every show on my weekend because the owners don't like to do guest sets. What on the early shows, right? Typically,
Oh.
yeah.
Oh, that's fine. Well, whatever. We'll run with whatever.
Friday late show.
Dude, you should
As long as we get to play.
He should totally go to the brewery for their open mic. You'd enjoy
Yeah,
that.
well,
It's a very supportive thing. They'd love you there, right, Jordan? I mean, you've been there. It's a really cool little place, and a lot of little features and up and comers in town go there.
Got a beer?
Beer.
Let me know what dates you're gonna be here. Like message me that, and then I'll try to see what kind of stuff I can get you on.
Well, we can definitely get him on the brewery thing.
Well, of
just get
Yeah,
him
that's no
course.
problem.
But
Yeah,
I'm
that's
saying
no
like all sorts of I'll brainstorm. I'm gonna brainstorm an adventure for John. We're gonna. Oh my God, does Miguel listen to this show? Because I was gonna say, I'm gonna give you such a good time while you're here. We're gonna freaking give him
God,
like.
just slow down, sister.
He's like, hey, you ain't got to hit the gas like that, girl.
We're gonna give
You know
you.
what I mean? Just take it slow. I like women to go in slow. You know what I'm saying?
We're gonna give you the best time you've ever had in your life.
Dude,
Saying you're gonna hit a whole new high score when you bop it with Tiffany.
I don't want to do bop
Have you got
it.
it? Have you got it? Have you got bop it?
no.
No, I don't want to do
Why
that.
would we have Bop It?
I don't
Look at
want
me.
to do that. I don't like that. I didn't get it when it was popular, and I don't want it now.
Okay. Well, anyway, we have a great time, and
Yeah. Sans the Bop It. It's not going to happen for you, buddy. Sorry.
No, thank you. I'm not a
Muffins.
board game fan.
muffins, Kit Kats, can't go wrong.
Yeah, later on in the show, you're listening to Double Special. We got John Wilson on the line right now. Later on in the show, we're going to have Anthony.
Maltese.
Thank you, Anthony Maltese. As soon as I say it, I think it, you say it. Anthony Maltese will call. We're going to talk about the dinosaur thing. Are they real? Are they not real? We talked. We listened to a couple of videos last week of a girl, Christians Against Dinosaurs, their spokesperson girl, who was vying for her opinion that they aren't real. And we got a scientist. We got a scientist.
Paleontologist who
Yep.
touches dinosaur fossils all the time.
That's so. Tiffany's so excited about
What
that.
we might really
I
need is a
love-
poentologist.
Let's find out where John Wilson lies.
Paleontology.
John Wilson, dinosaurs real, not real? Where do you lie in that whole situation?
Of course they're real. Of course
Okay.
they're real.
Well, you say that, but there are people out there that really. I had a guy after a show unsolicited tell me that. Well, you know that whole dinosaur thing, and they're trying to do that. And I'm like, what? You know, like that statement to me. I was like, they're trying to do what? Who's doing what? Well, you know, they're fake. You know, they're faking that whole thing. And I'm like, who's faking that? Like he totally believes that it's a scam and they're fake. What's
yeah,
that?
but then you got the moon landings, you know, and so it goes on.
Yeah.
Pig.
Yeah, well, I don't know. Write it
Yeah,
down.
what are you doing? We
I
can
don't
even-
have anything to write.
Jordan's trying to whisper something
next
to
time I'll
us.
spill some wine.
And we don't understand Jordan when
Right.
he talks regular. So for him to try a different way of talking to us, like definitely
Fant-
doesn't
how
work.
rude.
I know.
How rude! To be
It's
honest, you
true.
got the correspondent on, you know.
Yeah, no, and I was just saying to you that, I anymore I have to ask. And sometimes I ask out of being sarcasm, but now I ask because I don't really know who believes what anymore.
Yeah, people believe weird things.
You are one of them.
I'm sure I
What
read
do I
somewhere
believe?
somebody was
Magic,
going on
apparently.
about the
Hold on.
world being flat, not round.
Who was
What?
that?
Bob.
I'm not too sure. I'm sure I read it somewhere today, and I sort of breezed over it.
B.O.B. the rapper. Bob.
There
He's
you
a
go.
rapper?
Yeah, he got into it with Neil deGrasse Tyson on Twitter, claiming that the Earth is flat.
With
Yeah.
Neil deGrasse Tyson.
Yeah.
Holy
Didn't
crap.
go well for him.
Who's an astrophysicist, right? Isn't
Oh,
he?
yes,
Yeah.
yeah.
Holy
Yeah,
Christ.
because the thing is, we can see it from the space shuttle that it's
Can we?
round.
Have you ever been to the space shuttle?
Exactly. That's the argument that they throw out there, dude. Dude, I'm serious. They don't believe the moon landings. They don't believe any of the satellite photography. They don't. None of that.
It's
Apparently,
like-
none of that machinery works
They-
like we say it does.
They think they live in the Truman Show, like this whole
Yep.
world's like fake and based around them as a television.
Yeah, look at
show.
John. That's not. He lives literally in one room. He doesn't have a house. He
Yeah.
throws pictures of his house, but all we know is right there what we can see. And
Actually, those shelves are like 40 feet behind him, and they're huge.
Yep.
He lives in them.
yeah, and he's
Those are the individual rooms in his house.
and actually that whole thing is in Wyoming. It's a set in Wyoming.
That's it. It's just perception, isn't it? That's all it is.
He flies like a 4-hour flight, and then he gets here and acts like it's been an 18-hour flight. Oh, I'm so tired.
It's
Yeah.
a conspiracy.
Oh, here we go with the Jew impressions again.
What you impression? I said oi. All I
You
said
just
was,
like, oi, oi, oi.
Oi. It's not more Jerry Lewis than anything
It's
else.
because he hangs
Yeah.
out with me. I
I was
give
like,
him
hey,
the
lady.
Jew.
It was
Maybe
more
it's
like that.
Jocko, or what?
Yeah.
The Energizer guy. Remember him?
Are you defending my Jewish accent?
I
I'm
say
saying
oi
oi.
day.
Oi is Australian. Remember the oi guy?
Yeah,
from
it could be
Energizer?
British too.
Oi, oi, oi.
Right, well, a lot of
Oi.
Brits do that. A lot of British kids do that.
I did that when I was living
Yeah.
over there.
Why?
If I was no, because that's what kids respond to. Like if a kid was acting up, I'd be like, oi, and I would do that to like get the kids' attention. Like it got to be like a thing where that's how you get
Nobody
kids'
speaks
attention.
like that here.
Dude,
Nobody.
all the
Tiffany,
time.
wait,
Today.
Tiffany thought she was in a Guy Ritchie film. She's like, oi.
Oi, oi. No, trust me. Where I lived, they did.
Oh, you
But I
little
was in the
toast
Southwest.
pot.
But it's like if you live in New York, people are talk differently than they do here. So I think maybe where you are is different.
I've
than the
listened, but
Southwest.
I've never heard anybody in New York go, forget about that. This never happened. The stereotypes. I've never heard that. in New York.
I wanted to, though, don't you?
Well, but John, that brings a point. She says around where she lived it does, so maybe it's a regional thing.
Maybe.
Oi.
It's just that when you lot do it, it just all sounds like Disney and, you know.
Yeah, it's kind of like when you guys try to do country accents or like a rap thing.
I sounded more
Yeah.
British when I was over there because my voice, like you tune into it. Your ear just kind of tunes in. Because when I moved back here, everyone's like, "Wow, you sound like you're like you got a British accent happening." Like, and
What?
no, when I moved back here, because your ear just tunes to it. I didn't even hear the British accent at all when I lived over there. And
Did it
tunes.
happen in Wales? Did you get the Welsh accent when you were there?
No, their accents the
She
worst.
got peed
of
on.
all. Yeah, I know. I
Yeah,
caught it
right.
from their pee.
No, listen. It's like anywhere else. You do get, I don't know, regionalized. I don't even know how
It
to
took a
describe
while
You
to get
totally
rid of
You
it.
totally get it. I mean, sure, Jordan, when you lived in Greenwich Village, you didn't pick a little New York sort of tone about you.
In Greenwich?
Yeah.
No, in Greenwich we talk like this. Yeah.
What was that? Was it
Yeah,
blue blood
Greenwich,
crap?
Yeah. What are you doing? No.
So you
It's
did.
very preppy.
Yeah, but you don't normally talk like that. Would you?
No, I'm from California.
You totally were like talking like Muffy and Biff.
I talk however I want.
What?
If I watch too much Trailer Park, I get Canadian, boys. You know?
Oh, nice.
Anyway.
All right.
I can pick up the country accent really fast.
All right, we're almost
You
ready for
have a
break.
country
We're
accent.
almost ready for a break in about 20 minutes, and then after the break, we're going to bring on Anthony
Maltese.
Yeah, we just had one thing go out. And then we'll talk about the whole dinosaur thing. In the meantime, we'll talk about Henry the Pig.
Yes.
Tiffany, tell us about Henry the Pig, because I don't think a lot of people know about Henry.
Start off with the beginning. Don't,
I think we
Well-
brought this
Don't
up
get
a
to the
couple
news
shows ago.
yet.
I'm
Yeah.
sure my mother will tell me later that I told the story inaccurately because I don't go into detail like
well,
she does.
explain who Henry the Pig was
All right,
first. Or,
so-
That's kind of important.
my
John,
cousin-
hold on. John, will you hang on and listen to this? Is that okay?
Yeah, let's do
All
it.
right.
Let's
All
do
right.
it.
So my cousin Shannon and her family got a little like potbelly pig, one that you can like have at your house.
as a pet.
As a
ostensibly,
pet, and they
not
have-
as meat.
Yeah, and they have 2 dogs. So this pig, they named it Henry the Pig, and my cousin has 2 daughters, and they love this pig. This poor pig though has had a lot of problems, but anyway. So the pig recently, it was cold outside, and they had him out in a cage, and his balls got stuck to the cage.
John just sat bolt upright.
And he started pulling away, and he stretched his balls out. So they dragged across the floor, and it caused him so much pain that they had to,
Hold on, wait. John looks like he's actually in the pain right now.
I just got twinges all over.
I had the exact same reaction the first time I heard this.
It's funny because neither of you have pig nuts. I'll just say that. How would you know what it feels like?
Nuts though.
Nuts are nuts.
Yeah.
So he stretched it out so much that it was dragging on the floor, so they had to end up bringing him to the vet, and the vet said it cost $2,000 to fix it. And obviously my cousin didn't want to put $2,000 up for the pig. So now the pig died. Because they put it under, like they had to put him down because the pig was in so much pain. He would have lived his whole life in pain. Like they couldn't put it in a sling or anything.
Yeah, so lesson here for you. Hold on, Jordan. Lesson here for you. If you're a guy, don't stretch your nuts out because it'll hurt and they'll put you down.
They stay that way. I never thought they could do that.
Hang on. Let's just back up a little bit here. We've got said pig having his nuts dragged along the
Henry,
floor.
not said pig.
Henry.
Let's respect the dead. Henry.
May he rest in peace.
All right. Can I just point out this? My middle name is Henry, but that's beside the point.
It's an omen.
Yeah, you're still alive and your nuts are fine.
$2,000. Is that right?
Yes.
Is it?
Yep.
Right.
To shrink the
first
nuts.
Of all, there's castration, isn't there? What's wrong with that? That's not going to cost you $2,000. All you have to do is chop his balls off.
I know. Nope. That's what they said. It's either $2,000 or they had to put him down. And you think the vet would be nice enough. I mean, the poor thing has to die. They couldn't the vet can be like, hey, instead of killing him, I'm just going to take the pig and cut his nuts off and we'll figure it out later. They had to kill it? That's a shame.
Figure it out later. Maybe the damage was further than the scrotum. Maybe it really did. I had like bad swelling. Maybe it was irreparable infection. Who the hell knows? It was outside in the cold, freezing. It was so cold out that its nuts froze to the cage. Okay, that's got to be a specific type of injury. All right, I'm just saying. Maybe frostbite. Who the hell knows?
And then it struggled so much that it stretched its nuts permanently.
I know.
I don't know how tall the pig was, but
It
the
was a
fact that they were
small pig.
dragging behind it.
Yeah.
That indicates a lot of stretch.
See, that indicates a lot of nuts.
It's sad. They posted pictures up of Henry saying that he died on Facebook.
Good God.
But
All right.
they didn't tell the story.
And that brings me. I think we did talk about this because I was like, I don't understand wanting to have a pig in your house. They're kind of cute, but it's still an outside animal.
But their nuts just stick everywhere.
Well, my cousin and them have a big yard. They have a huge yard and a big house and stuff. So I guess they just decided that they could get a pig.
Well, why can't they have a warm place for the pig to live if they got so much stuff?
I know, right? Put him in the back in a cage in the sub-zero weather. He'll be fine. He don't need his nuts.
Yeah, it's kind of sad because they kind of got us attached to the pig because they used to play videos of
Who
him
gets
trying to get
attached
in a
to a
blanket.
pig?
Because the pig, they would
People
take
covered in
pictures
glue?
of the pig, and the pig would be begging to be wrapped up in a blanket. And they'd put pictures up of him being
John,
wrapped
would you
up.
ever have a pig as a pet? Is that something you do?
No, I mean, you've seen because they have these miniature pigs now as well, don't they?
Well, that's what this kind of was.
Yeah, it's like a little potbelly. That's what she's talking about. I don't get it.
I mean,
I don't understand.
Pigs, they are very intelligent, and they do have curly penises.
Are you liking him to my duck penis
He
reference?
could play Bop It with it.
Oh my God.
He could play Bop It with the pig's wiener.
No, it's true. It's true. The pigs have, like their tail. Their
Nobody's
penis is
challenging
the
that.
Yeah.
Nobody challenged that.
We all know about pig penises. We just don't normally bring them up in polite
All
conversation.
right, let me
I
back
didn't
up by
know.
saying I don't know, but I'm not challenging him. That's not something I want to.
Yeah, I
You know more
didn't
about
know.
duck penises?
Yeah, exactly.
I lived across the street from a park, and we hung around the park. And you know what? Every now and again, you get to see a duck penis. It was like
listen, just stop again, Chris.
how is that
I
bad?
mean,
What's bad about that?
I've seen
never
loads
seen
of
it.
ducks. I've never seen a duck penis.
Well, your
with
timing
John.
is off.
You know,
I've been to the zoo a million times, never seen a monkey penis, but people have, and they get excited about that fact that it happens.
I've never seen any animal's penis besides a dog that I've owned, and that's because when they get excited when you're rubbing their tummy, all of a sudden their penis comes out. What?
She's like, here comes the lipstick.
But listen, I've been to the zoo a lot, and I've seen ducks. I've never seen that's why when you guys said monkeys, I was like, monkeys have penises? I just couldn't imagine.
All right, but I spent a lot of time at this park. We used to go there every afternoon. There's a lot of ducks around. I used to feed them. They were always around. And eventually, the odds are you're going to see, some sexual activity from the animals that have sex outside.
Have you ever seen turtles have sex?
I have not seen turtles have sex.
I have, but I never saw their penis during it. They make such noises.
Oh, it's 9:16. We're gonna do this thing. When we take a break, make sure when you come back in, we pull up the
penis.
You should look up tortoise sex on the internet,
I
and
should
you'll
not.
hear the noises
Why would I ever...
that they make. They make such noises.
Why would you have ever heard that?
Well, because at Busch Gardens, they closed off the cage and the tortoises were having sex. And then someone posted a video of tortoises having sex, and you could hear the noises on there. So there's video.
The videos of the tortoises having sex are pretty amazing.
Amazing?
Yeah, they make pretty amazing noises.
What do you mean amazing? What does that mean?
He looked it up.
No, I didn't look it up. It was on Reddit.
Yeah.
It was served to me. I didn't go searching
such
for
noises.
it. They go, it's just like weird
Sounds
grunts.
like a grunt.
Yeah, but it's just funny.
How is that amazing?
Because you never hear turtles make noises, and they're never walking around when you pass a turtle. They're not like rah rah rah.
Yeah, they save it all up for the sex.
Yeah,
It's
I didn't know they had
the
vocal
sexiest turtle
cords.
noise you've ever heard.
Okay. All right, John. Well, listen, always a pleasure talking to you. Looking forward to your visit. You've already got your tickets on lockdown. You're going to be hanging out here for a couple of days, and then you're going to stay with Miguel as well, right?
That's right.
Oh my God, you're just all over the place. He's a globetrotter.
We're gonna give you a better
really
time.
looking forward to.
Yeah, that's good.
Better time with us.
And obviously, I'm looking forward to Tiffany showing me a good time.
Who wouldn't?
Oh yeah, we're gonna make this like your bucket list week, man.
They're going to make you live in a cage in the backyard, dude.
We're gonna stretch your nuts out.
I knew that was on its way.
Yep, put you
I
down.
knew it was on its way.
You won't make it back. We'll put you down before you ever make it back. All right, John. We're gonna let you go, and then we're gonna get to our break and get everything set up for the second half. Thanks so much for joining us. Always a pleasure talking to you. Is there anything you want to let us out with before we go?
No.
Nothing?
I can't think of anything off the bat. I think we've covered everything, man. The
Yeah.
nuts thing's thrown me completely.
I'm
and
sorry.
the duck penis, well, that's just...
Just look into it. Duck penis.
There's
Just
a lot
look
of
into it.
penis talk.
Yeah, a lot of penis talk. It's an adult show. It's double special.
Yeah.
All right, brother.
That's fine.
Talk to you later,
Take care.
brother.
Good night, guys.
Bye.
All right, ladies
Don't
and gentlemen,
die.
that was our Liverpool comedy correspondent, John Wilson, who better bring $2,000 worth of English money if he wants to make it back. We're not paying for that. We're just going to put him down. Nuts.
You're listening to Double Special. The phone number, as always, is 727-475-6139 if you'd like to give us a call. In the second half of the show, we'll have Anthony Maltese calling in from Colorado. He's our paleontologist friend. Tiffany's paleontologist. Is it from Twitter or Facebook? How do you know this guy? Facebook.
Because one time I watched this documentary about dinosaurs, and then I was like so excited that I had to add a bunch of paleontologists to my Facebook.
So you just went online, looked up paleontologists,
Yeah,
started
from the
adding people.
documentary, and then I added those people.
What were your hopes in adding all those people? Like
to see the pictures of the dinosaurs that they're digging.
And do
up.
these people actually post pictures
Yeah.
of dinosaurs?
It's really cool.
So this whole thing is so weird because she's into the Liberty thing, and we're gonna get into all that.
Yeah,
we're gonna get into all
just-
that.
But
It's
they
just-
show you the process of like them digging, and they're out and
Now, and I don't know how long Anthony will be able to talk to us because he's actually at an event right now in Colorado. Is he in Colorado?
Yeah.
Yeah, and what is it? He's doing a.
He's at an event a science event, and they're discussing
Like a
the
convention, I guess.
science of Star Wars.
science. He probably get a grant to do that.
God,
Yeah,
like how
I know.
Right?
That's why science is such a scam. That's why nobody trusts you, scientists. Now, when you're like using money to go to the science of Star Wars thing.
Oh yeah, but how cool is that? I would
Well, it's
love
very
to go
cool,
to
but it's
that.
not very sciencey.
I mean, oh my God, what a convention to go to! Like, I am jealous of a lot of his life. I
The
have to be
Millennium
honest.
Falcon cannot really fly unless you
Yeah,
this to it.
it clearly needs a capacitor in this area of the engine, or it would totally list to one side. You cannot do
Presume
that.
some sort of magical anti-gravity device.
That's awesome. So we'll do that in the second half. Joining us in the studio now, our producer Crystal Hayes. Gorges. Are you going to get on the thing, or what are you doing?
You
what
missed
are you
John,
playing with?
Crystal. We were like, "Where's Crystal?" Good
I had him on
Lord.
as long as I could, and then
We
it kind of
did.
petered out. So
You know what?
The child.
Yeah.
Speaking of the child,
Yeah.
me and Crystal had something. We didn't even put it on the board because we wanted to bring
I
it up.
forgot.
Oh, did you?
all right, we got 10 minutes. And
Yeah,
then
that's fine. That's fine. So the other day when I was babysitting, Jake's like, "Yeah, I got games I can play," My dad lets me play Mass Effect 3. It's okay.
I really don't.
You don't?
No.
You didn't say it was okay?
No, we popped it in once,
Uh-huh.
and I played for like 5 minutes. I'm like, and there was nothing bad.
Uh-huh.
But I didn't realize there is some bad language in there.
Oh, you obviously didn't look at the back of the box.
No.
Where it warns of like the nudity and sexual content.
Oh, for Christ's
Or you
sake.
didn't search for it on
Oh,
YouTube
no.
where you get to see all the lesbian or
What?
homosexual shower scenes.
Nice. Nice.
Yes.
You turned
you
it
take
off
it out of
right
the room?
away.
Oh,
Take it off?
he didn't see it. We
I was
And
familiar
now,
with the
wait,
game.
hold on. But here's the test. Where is the game now? Where is the game now? It's still in his room. So good job.
But he doesn't
Hey, no,
play
but
it. He
good looking
doesn't
out,
play it,
guys. You
though.
did a fantastic
We don't
job
wanna tip you
at
off.
telling me. Tip me off? What do you mean tip me off? Why don't you
we wanted to
remove?
be able to confront you on the show. If the game was missing, you might find out early.
No, I don't play the game, first of all. And why would you leave it in there? How is it missing if you know exactly where it's at? It's in his room where you left it.
Well,
After you were shocked at its content, you still left it in the kid's room. You see?
What's Mass Effect? Is that
It's just some
Call of
shoot.
Duty?
It's like a
it's a lesbian
sci-fi.
shower scene, alien shooting simulator.
It's like a Halo type of game, I think. It's some bull crap. All right, so take it out of the room, please. Get it the fuck out of the room. All right,
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
To be honest, he doesn't even play the game, but we just thought it was funny that
Yeah, it's hysterical.
you proofed the video.
I didn't proof it. I proofed like the first minute. Didn't seem like it was anything, and I'm like, it's a Halo, because
That-
Halo's not really. There's some
Yeah.
F-bombs.
This country has spent a lot of time with policing its video game industry by creating the Entertainment Software Ratings Board, the ESRB.
Are you familiar with it?
I am, because they
Yeah.
put on the back of every video game like a rating, just like the movies.
Did you look at it on the
and
back?
and a
of the
list. I
rating?
did.
Yeah.
I did.
When
a
you
list.
had it in the room, you did.
Yeah,
So I know
still
I
in there.
messed
Yeah.
up, but you went in there and double checked me and still left it in
But
a Crystal. Were
I
you
didn't. I did not. I was not here when that happened.
But
Jordan just told me about it the other day.
also-
Just found out.
Wait. Okay, now you go.
Also, you can't trust what Jake says. You have to make decisions above him because he'll say a lot of stuff is okay, and I'm like, no, it's not. Like he'll be like, I can eat in my room. I'm like, no, I know you can't eat in your room. He tries to trick you. You
Well,
can't
that's why I
fall for
checked
that
it with
stuff.
Crystal, and she said it was okay.
And
Oh,
Crystal
like you
said
said-
it was
Well, no,
okay.
but that was before I knew what it was because you had. Because I'm like, no, Chris popped them all in and played them for a bit, so he said they were okay.
Let's take it out of his room. I can't believe the real thing is here that you guys left it in there after you
Well.
discovered my guffaw and look on me, my bad. You still left it in there, and that's messed up.
In my defense, I just literally found out.
When? How
Like
long
the
ago?
other day. Like
Like
the
the
other
other
day.
day.
The other day.
So 3 days ago, you found out. And you're just telling me now. So you saved it for the show, and somehow it wouldn't be as good to tell me if it wasn't still in the room. Somehow, if you removed it from the room, it would ruin the
No.
joke. Is that what you're telling
No,
me?
here's the thing: is I was gonna set up parental blocks on his Xbox.
Are you guys
so he wouldn't be
completely
able to see it.
psycho? Is that both of you? Like
Again.
plan to
Yeah,
have me go
no,
crazy?
My whole justification is I'm not his parent, and I didn't want to tip you off.
You didn't want. How about protect my kid?
have
Would
no
you like to
excuse.
protect my kid, regardless?
It's a lesbian sex scene. It's not going to hurt him.
Oh, you said that they could.
No,
that
I
the
don't
girl
mean
can
that
have
way.
sex with all kinds of aliens.
I don't.
Oh, yeah, they
what?
do alien on human sex.
What?
too.
Oh, for God's
I didn't see
sakes.
that. I did not.
He's a bit
have
young to be
witnessed
exposed
that.
to the sexual thing without an explanation.
Yeah.
Okay.
To
That's
be
what I'm
fair,
saying.
like he looked so bored of the game when he put it.
No,
like,
not to be fair. Don't give me the to be fair crap. You're well beyond.
He
the,
told me
to,
it was
to be
porn.
fair. Yes, Crystal. Please, yeah, tell me more.
Well,
I
your
do.
your
There's not
son
much.
punches my boobs all the time.
What the hell does that have to do with this game?
that was weird.
Well, that was because that movie you let him watch.
All right,
with
we're
that
all
was
right.
like
Like a PG movie.
Yeah, for our listeners, we were watching a Jackie Chan movie, which is about as benign sexually as you can get in movies. And he was fighting three rather large chicks with like vests on, and he did a 2-punch forward and hit her in the boobs. And when he hit it, they went ja, 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 ja. It was like a big joke gaggy thing. And she went and she straightened him up and then kicked him in the face. I mean, come on, that's not the same as lesbian on alien sex in a shooter video, for Christ's sake.
I'm just saying my boobs are no longer safe in this house.
And you know what? As soon as I saw that happen, I was like, that. And he was like, play it again. I'm like, I don't think so. I don't think we're going to watch the jiggly boobs again.
To be fair, the favorite inappropriate thing I think I saw him see was when he saw the video from Wizard of Ass. And he just
What?
died.
What's Wizard of Ass?
Yeah,
It
what
was-
is that?
No, you remember, it was like a music video from one of your bands from the 80s, and it said like
One of
label-
my bands?
Well, yeah, it was like X or something, but the label was Wizard of Ass, and it was on the video, like the record label.
Oh, okay. I never
I don't
did
remember
see
Yeah,
that.
I mean, it wasn't anything inappropriate other than the words Wizard of Ass on the screen when he walked out. As soon as he saw that, he just like pointed it and collapsed over laughing. When he was-
I remember that. Yeah.
I don't
that was
remember
pretty
No,
that.
he's getting an interesting sense of humor for our listeners. I have a 7-year-old son. He's almost 8. and he we were in the shower the night, and I'm helping him dry off, right? And I try not to be like weird about being naked or seeing each other naked. It's not, I don't want him to feel weird about it, right? So, and he isn't. And so I'm helping him dry off, and I help him put his underwear on, and I go to pull the waistband straight. When I pull it out, he like jerks his back, his hip back, because he thinks I'm going to snap him right in that little unit, and nobody likes an underwear waistband to the shaft. That's not, that's no fun. He's done it a couple times where you're just like, your one eye goes the one way and the other one goes down, and you just fall over. So I said to him, I wouldn't do that to you. No, come on, I'm not going to do that. And he's like, well, and I said, I wouldn't hit your pee-pee. And then when I said pee-pee, I'm thinking, he's probably a little too old for pee-pee. So I thought, I'll have a teaching moment with him, right? So I said to him, I said, there's another name for it. What's the other name for it? And he just, under his breath, he's like, penis. He like whispers it, right? And I'm like, you don't have to be ashamed of that name, that word, Jake. It's not a bad word. I don't want you to say it in class unless somebody's talking about it, in a teaching thing. I said, but all males, all men have penises. And he goes, yeah, all men except you. Like he totally dogged me, like your buddy style at a bar. Yeah, whatever, penisless. Yeah, it was really funny and very adorable. And I was like, you're a dick, you little dick. Like it's already started, dude. Yeah, you got no penis, dad. Very funny. We'll get a couple more minutes, then we're gonna take a break. Pull up a song, get it ready for the break, if you will, please. I guess we can talk. I'll talk real quick about this. I've been approached about my B-side show, more or less approached. Tiffany actually talked to this person, and we had talked about putting this show in the air, but it was just too complicated with what we do. We'd have to restructure the whole show to do it. But my music show is not like that. And this guy, you don't have to play it. But my music show is not like that. If you've heard it, it's a B-side radio show.
It's really good.
Locally, we're going to have it on, hopefully, on WZIG, which is, what's the
104.1
FM. So I'll be on FM, and we'll talk about the nights. I won't know when.
You're like within a 2-mile radius of the transmitter.
Or online. You can listen to it online as well. Yeah.
It goes out pretty far.
And it does go pretty far.
Newport Richie or
Yeah, it goes northern from us, but not south.
And you can listen to it on the internet.
You can listen on the internet.
Yeah, so if you didn't want to listen to Spreaker, but rather wanted to set an actual time and date where you had to be at the computer to listen.
Why
to
are you being so negative right now?
Sorry,
I'm trying to be happy about this, that it's
This is
going on.
pretty awesome.
I will
it's
have a
awesome.
show on an actual FM radio station.
Yeah.
It actually gets terrestrial radio.
Because
Just
people will be in their car and they'll be going through stations and be like,
Yeah,
wow,
that's
this is
cool.
really good. And they'll
And the people live here might go, holy crap, that's Chris. Whatever, dude.
No, I know, it's awesome.
Yeah, I
I'm
can
like-
tell. I can tell you're really moved
I'll be
about
able
the
to
whole
listen
thing.
to it like when I'm on 19 between Countryside Mall
Shut
and
sounds
Tarpon.
like someone's peanut butter and jelly.
It goes all the way to like Hudson, like Newport Richie Hudson.
I'm just screwing with
Yeah.
you. No, it's
Yeah.
really good. No, it's really
It'll
cool.
be cool.
It's a really good show. You should listen to it. Congrats on getting on the radio. I
Thank
wish
you.
the double special could be on there, but I know that was a whole mess when we tried.
Nightmare.
Yeah,
Just
yeah,
because
it's
we
a
don't
lot
play
easier for
music
that.
and
We
it's
could be, but it's just
a
like
nightmare. We'd have
yeah.
to totally do like 2 different shows. It would be a nightmare. But that's fine. Maybe another time. We're working on it. All right, well, let's go ahead and take a little bit of a break. On the second half of the show, we will have paleontologist Anthony Maltese on the air. Hopefully, he'll call in for a second, and we'll play these videos about the Christians against dinosaurs. And we'll talk a little bit about Palin. She's back in the news.
And a quiz.
Yay.
And other stuff on the double special. We'll be right back in a minute. Hang on, everybody.
Hi, I'm Chris Wheeler, voice of the Philadelphia Phillies baseball team, and you're listening to Double Special.
bo bwee ba ba. Oh beep beep bitty bitty bo. Oh beep bo bwee ba ba. Bo bwee beep 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 bo. Dwee bo beep bo 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 beep do bo bo do bo 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 bo. Boo doo bo dibbity 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 boo ya. Way yo.
All right, everybody, welcome back
I never before seen that in my life.
to Double Special in the studio. Everybody is with us this evening. In the background, Rise of Saturn. Don't all the way out. Damn it, I was grooving on that. Pull it up a little bit. I want to. That was nice. Rise of Saturn in the background. If you want to see Brad Gilmore, who's a hooligan, who's been on this show, who's a comedian, he's a trumpet player, he's in Rise of Saturn. Also in Weak Sauce will be having a reunion. That's February 16th at the State Theater.
13th.
13th. Thank you. At the State Theater in St. Petersburg, Florida. Go out, have a good time. Maybe I'll be there. I don't know. It depends if I get in trouble or not.
Yeah.
If I get in trouble, then I'll be there. If I don't get in trouble, then I'll be working elsewhere.
True story.
True story. In a couple minutes on the phone, we're going to have Anthony Maltese calling in from Colorado. See, now that you've said it for me, I'm having trouble like nailing it. But when he gets on the phone, we'll be okay.
Maltesers.
Yeah, we'll talk. No, I just think Falcon. Yeah, so
Joel Cairo.
He's going to call in, and we're going to talk a little bit about what we talked about last week in the second half of the show, and that was this Christians Against Dinosaurs video that we found that I cannot disprove as a complete parody. I don't know if it is or if it isn't. And I've met people that are very serious about it. And you know, Jordan, I know you're very quick to say it's fake, etc. But there are people out there that really believe this crap. I mean, honestly, they may not make videos, but they're certainly out there.
I thought most of even the fundamentalist ones, they believed that there were dinosaurs. It was just like it was only a couple thousand years ago. Isn't that right, Tiffany?
They use the word dragons. Dinosaurs, I think, was just made like in the 1800s, late 1800s.
Wait, what do you mean?
The word dinosaur.
But I'm saying like when they
The term.
existed, when they were alive. It was only a few
you're
thousand
saying,
years ago.
I thought you were saying the word.
Well, and this is the beauty of having this guy because he'll be able to tell us.
Yeah.
And he's an actual scientist, which a lot of these people aren't. And it's always amazing me. My dad's the same way. Very smart fellow, but like with the global warming thing, he just is like, it's a big scam and all these people are just doing this to scam people. And I'm like, they're scientists. It's their job. That's what they do.
Right, yeah.
Scam people?
No, not scam people. But
You should be very clear about that.
Their
Their job is to do science.
Yes, exactly. That's what I meant.
Creationist scientists believe that dinosaurs were created at the same time as man 6,000 years ago, that everything came into creation at the same time.
And then they
6,000
couldn't
years.
fit on the ark, and so they all drowned.
No, they
right?
fit on the ark. They had baby dinosaurs on the ark and stuff.
But they got lost.
And then, the climate changed after the flood, so a lot of the animals went extinct at that time.
Wouldn't everybody go extinct, though?
No.
Well, there you
Well,
go.
they're just saying that's why there was a huge, there's an ice age after the flood, and it
Okay.
killed off a lot of animals.
Yeah. Well, look, I think we're all in consensus here. I know Travis Knight agrees with pretty much everything that we agree with. I've made some comments about certain things, and I'll bring one up real quick while we're waiting for Anthony to call in. Big news in the Trump thing. I'm so sick of Trump's face and everything about him, and it keeps getting worse or better, depending on how you look at it. As a comedian, it gets better. As a human, it's getting worse. As Palin jumps on board, Sarah Palin jumps on board and endorses Trump, and there are rumblings that she may actually try to be a vice president for him, which would be apocalypse, right? Wouldn't that be the apocalypse?
I don't.
Pretty much.
I don't. I'm very conflicted on it, like you.
What?
Because it would be
I'm not
so
conflicted.
damned entertaining.
Oh, right, yeah, it would.
I mean,
but in a
yes,
scary way.
Apocalyptic that they could possibly win, but
Yeah.
No, apocalyptic at what they might say or do after they got in. That's what I'm worried about.
yeah.
Like when you're talking about having fancy dinners and stuff like that, you see Trump being able to contain himself if somebody, you know what I mean? If he feels like his ego is being attacked at all. I feel,
But I mean, yeah, they don't really start wars over dining room insults. That's kind of
not
a
yet.
sitcom convention.
Not yet.
I don't think that would actually occur.
I don't. That's my fear, though. That something like that would happen. Yeah, you're right. It doesn't happen, but
I mean,
Bush did get
Yeah.
a shoe chucked at him at a speech. So who knows where it's
yeah,
going to go?
that still didn't.
No, I know. What I'm saying is I can see like Trump doing that, turning one of those incidents into something huge because his ego won't allow him to back down and be a little gracious. You know what I mean? This whole we're American, we shouldn't bow to people and all this other crap. seem like not respecting other people's cultures.
No,
and where
it's
they're
more
coming.
by like he wouldn't follow through on any promises he makes because that's kind of one of his things.
No, maybe for you. For me, I mean literally an incident where he's rude and bullies somebody of importance, and it causes an incident where they're
So like a
you know,
Marx Brothers thing where like
No,
a,
not a Mar- why do you
foreign
keep bringing up the Marx
ambassador in a
Brothers?
uniform
Why
comes
is it-
up
why-
and Trump pokes a cigar into his eye and he's like,
No.
this means walls.
No.
No, that's in your brain. No, I mean like saying something really stupid to Putin at a dinner and having somebody like Putin go, you know what? F this guy. Dude, I'm telling you, right?
Right.
Does that seem so unreasonable, Tiff?
I agree with you.
Crystal,
Yeah, I
does that sound
No,
unreasonable?
I agree with you.
Yeah. Could you see that? Could you imagine Trump telling Putin, put a sock in it, buddy?
Yeah.
Putin would lose his friggin' mind.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
then
no,
what?
it's
I mean, do you
true.
think he would nuke us over that?
No, I'm not
But-
saying
Okay,
nuclear, but an
so-
incident where it would mess up relations with countries and cause problems. And yeah, no, I don't think a nuclear war. Why do you always go to the
I
extreme?
think your particular fear might be a little misguided.
I don't think he's
Whatever.
gonna win, but it's like the same thing with like I think it'll be like if he wins, it would definitely be like, oh gosh, what's he gonna do? Because I was expecting when Obama got in, I was waiting for some crazy redneck to go shoot him. You know what I mean? Like you never know when these new presidents get in, what's gonna happen.
No, I've been a little bit more vocal on Facebook about some of the politics stuff. I don't care anymore if people are like, because I don't have to worry about it now. I don't have a job where I have to
Right.
worry about what I say. I can say what I want to say, which is kind of nice.
Yeah.
And you can really, I love getting into it with people on Facebook. And people are just stupid. It's amazing how many people are on this Trump train. It's
Oh gosh, I can't. I mean,
ridiculous.
if he wins, it will definitely be a shock.
I don't think it'll happen.
I don't think so. Either.
I don't know that he'll get the nomination, but if he gets the nomination, then start sweating. If he gets the nom, start sweating.
Yeah, I hope.
Because people will go in a fever pitch. The people that support him now will be like
God.
fever pitch, like, oh my God, it's going to happen. It'll be crazy.
Yeah, but there's more people who are just like, no,
I
I
just-
cannot seriously do this person.
I don't
that's what I'm
think
hoping.
anyone that's done a guest spot on a Mary-Kate and Ashley video should ever be president. That's all I'm saying. Like, I really don't.
That's funny.
Anyone who's claimed Pizza Hut is actually good doesn't deserve to be president.
Pizza used to be good.
Yeah, it used to be good.
Look, I have fond memories of going out with my mother. This is when they had sit-in restaurants, and we go in
With the
there.
Yes.
buffet thing.
I don't know if they had a buffet. Yeah, I
Some
guess
of
they
them
kind of
did.
did a salad
Some of
buffet.
it, yeah.
But we used to go in there and I get the thin pepperoni crust, and we'd have to wait. And I remember waiting and it seemed like when you were like 11 or 12, it seems like hours. Like, God, why does it take so long to cook pizza? But then it came out, and I had fond memories of that.
We used to get personal pan pizza coupons from school, and you'd be able to go and you just go get your personal pan pizza.
You
from
are
Pizza Hut.
outnumbered on the pizza.
Yeah,
thing, dude.
sorry,
You just got
dude.
body
They used
slammed.
to be really good.
I'm very passionate about this.
What's your to-go pizza go-to? Ooh, that was nice.
Like as a childhood memory,
Well, just in general.
Da Vinci's,
Da Vinci's.
Palucci's,
Okay.
like actual Italian restaurants that serve good pizza.
Oh yeah. See the pretense I never went to an Italian restaurant where they had real pizza.
But I'm
Just because I like pizza, I must have forsaken all other pizzas in my life.
But I don't have fun because I ate good pizza. I don't have good memories.
We
of
ate at
Pizza
good
Hut.
pizza restaurants.
Well, all right. Anyway,
Yeah. All right,
let's
bring
get
him.
past that important discussion. Ladies and gentlemen, we got a caller to the Double Special Show. Welcome. State your name and purpose.
Hey, this is Anthony Maltese. I'm a paleontologist, and I don't know what my purpose in life actually is.
I thought you found your purpose. I thought paleontology was your purpose.
Oh, no, that's just, random digging holes in the ground.
Nice. Anthony, thank you so much for calling in. My name is Chris. I'm one of the hosts. Tiffany is on the air, and she's friends with you on Facebook.
Hi.
Hey.
What's up? This is the first time we're using our voices at each other.
Oh, my God.
It's kind of strange, but, it works, I guess.
Now, I know you're short on time. You're actually at a convention right now, right, or an event of some sort?
Yeah, they're doing, they've got an old school over here that they converted into a brewery, and about once a month they have science talks over here. So they're doing something about the science of Star Wars, have some Air Force Academy physics professors doing, a dog and pony show up there.
Oh, my God.
So,
We got
a lot of
angry.
learning, though.
Is it? Because we were like, dude, if he's got a grant for this, then we're pissed at him. Because how crappy is that he gets to go to a brewery and hang out and talk about Star Wars science, and that's his job?
Have there been spoilers? Did they ruin the new one for you yet?
They haven't ruined it yet. I've not seen the new Star Wars movie, but eventually it'll probably be on TV, I think. So I'll catch it then.
It'll probably
We'll
be
catch
on.
it eventually.
That's funny.
I mean, it's one of those movies that I think it did okay in the box office. I don't know.
Look, we're split on the show. We're film buffs. I'm not kind of a Star Wars fan. I'm not like a geeky, like, oh my god, But I was very disappointed with the film, and one of the other guys was okay with it. And we went back and forth over 3 episodes. It's been really brutal. So let's not get into that.
Well, here's another interesting thing about
What?
Anthony before we get started.
Oh,
He
yeah, please.
actually did a stand-up comedy show like a couple weeks ago where he actually did stand-up comedy.
Really? First
Yeah.
time?
Yeah. First time ever. It's they're trying to teach scientists how to like relate to normal people a little better.
Stand-up
and so
people- hold
it's
on,
a science
Anthony.
communication exercise.
Stand-up.
Yeah, they
stand-up
call it the peer review.
but stand-up comedians are not normal people. I don't know why they would pick that as trying to relate to normal people.
That's true.
Yeah. So how'd you do? How was it?
Nobody threw anything at me.
Wow.
So I count that as a win.
Really?
Yeah, no, there were about 160 people. We sold out the venue, and I think we had a very nice and accommodating crowd because, they're mostly the people that know the scientists and just want to see them get up there and look really awkward in front of a lot of other people.
Wow. That's funny.
Can you tell us one of your jokes that you did? Like, I know you don't have to because that's like a terrible thing to ask a comedian to do in the first place.
And yet she just asked you to do
well,
it.
because, he's not like a comedian, and maybe he
Yeah.
wants to say one of his jokes again.
Maybe he's got a science joke.
Do you have a zinger, a nice zinger for us?
Oh, no, I don't have any jokes. I mean, I was just telling stories about what I do, like, on a day-to-day basis and how ridiculous it is. But I can talk, really. How ridiculous it is that people actually pay me to do some of this stuff.
I know. You
And
have
that-
an awesome job.
Well, and that's why we had you on the show, because we're all into the science thing for the most part. I came across this video about it was hosted on a YouTube page, Christians Against Dinosaurs. I don't know if you heard of this group. They have the one girl did a video. It kind of went viral. I will play it in just a second, and I want to hear what your thoughts on it. But there seems to be a growing number of people that are just against science, and they don't want science. Obviously, with the Trump campaign, all this stuff kind of happening, there are these like science deniers. The global warming thing is a big issue. Nobody wants to give science any credit. You're a scientist. Do you run into that a lot, or are people that pretty cool with what believing what you do is real?
I don't have anybody like that hunts me down on Facebook. Well, until now, I guess, and putting it out there for anything that I say. I mean, I have friends from all different walks of religious beliefs and stuff like that. But living in Colorado Springs, in that area, it's kind of like the evangelical Vatican around here. That's what they call it. And
Wow.
you get a lot of that around here that, these dinosaurs are only 4,000 years old, or they never existed, or they were planted there, by the devil to fool people. And we get all kinds of stuff like that.
By the devil. That's
By the
awesome.
devil.
Well, let me play this. This is 3 minutes and 31 seconds. So you have time to listen to it?
I got time.
All right, let me play this. This girl is, again, from the Christians Against Dinosaurs. This is her explanation about how it would be easy to fake a fossil, why she believes fossils are not real and part of some scam. I don't know what the hell it is. And you won't be able to see what she's saying, but she's basically, I'll try to walk you through it. All right, so here we go.
Hello. So I wanted to talk tonight a little bit about fossils that are found in
Can
the
you hear that
ground.
okay, Anthony?
And I guess
I can
I'll
do
start
it.
a little bit about what the fossils actually are, and then go into a little bit about the composition and what they end up being when everything is said and done. So a fossil is not actually a piece of bone. A fossil is actually a bone that was once in the ground that has been then filled with limestone, calcium, and other kind of stone-like deposits over the course of many, many years. And at the end of the day, it ends up looking like a bone, but it's not really a bone.
Okay, so I'll stop it there. Is she correct?
No. Flat out, no. So she's failed at basic science and that kind of thing.
Okay, how? Tell us how.
If you want me to.
Yes.
Yeah,
Well,
please.
A lot of these bones actually are the original bone that the animal put down. There's different kinds of fossilization. There's carbonization, where it turns to carbon, like charcoal. You see that with coal deposits and that all over the place. There's petrification, like Petrified Forest National Park, where you have all those trees where, in that case, the wood has been replaced by silica. And so in that case, she's sort of correct there, except with bones, that doesn't happen. what you do is you have the original bone there, and then all the little pore spaces that are in the bone when the animal is still alive, they're still there, and they get infilled by other minerals as well, not just limestone, but you can have silica, you can have the agates, you can have uranium in there. I mean, all kinds of crazy stuff.
Nice.
So, but you do have the original bone too, the chemicals that were put down by the animal when it was alive.
All right, good. Very good explanation.
This is so interesting.
No, I like Anthony.
Could you get gold in a bone?
What's that?
Could it be gold?
Gold?
Yeah.
It might be able to pick up gold. It depends. Probably not, because gold is usually transferred in like a hydrothermal deposit. You need like stuff near lava, water flowing near lava for it to dissolve into the water. But basically anything that's being carried in the groundwater, basically you're getting fossils inside your hot water tank from hard water.
Yay!
But so,
at some point.
if we find a dinosaur fossil with a gold tooth, we still don't know whether or not it was really a pimp.
Oh, God. Don't even listen to
All right, I'm sorry. That's my other co-host. All right, let me play a little bit more as this girl. Yeah, this is going to be good.
It's really a rock instead of rock. So you have a rock this big, and you say, okay, inside this rock this big, there's a bunch of fossils. Here you go. And you hand the rock off to a paleontologist, and the paleontologist takes a little mallet and they chip away at it, and at some point they come out with something looking like a bone. And that's a fossil.
And that's a fossil. Okay, so is she correct on that point?
She is, if that were the case, then Michelangelo would have been one of the greatest paleontologists of all time.
Brilliant. That's very funny.
That was really good.
The rhetorical techniques that this lady is using is kind of fun too. I'd like to know who her audience was on this, but just her word choice and everything she's like trying to belittle it as much as possible.
Oh, when she first started,
she's talking about.
Yeah, when she first started, you didn't see it, but when she said fossil, she literally put up quotation marks. Fossil, air quotes. Yeah, I'm like, holy.
Oh, the air quotes, classy.
All right, let's hear a little bit more because I think this has got your juices boiling.
Yeah, I wish you could see the video because
her boobs are nice.
Yeah, she's basically a cloud of smug floating over two boobs during the whole video.
All right, here's a little bit more of Kristen.
So here's the question that I posed.
This is a great question.
Now, the first fossil that was ever found was actually after they came up with the idea of a dinosaur. Right? That seems a little bit far-fetched, right? Why would the bone that was found or the fossil that was found actually be the exact same thing as what was originally hypothesized without any other evidence?
Okay. What do you have to say about that?
Well, here's the great part about it is that before dinosaurs were even named, the entire concept of dinosaurs only came about in like the 1840s when Sir Richard Owen named them. Back in, I think it was in the 1500s, 1600s around there, they actually illustrated the end of a dinosaur bone inside of one of these illuminated manuscripts. It was a nice, you could actually see what kind of bone it was. It was the end of a femur, which is a long shaft with these two little robust things on the bottom of it.
Yeah.
And they actually gave it the scientific name Scrotum humanum.
I got it ahead of time.
Technically, that is the first dinosaur. They basically named it somebody's balls.
Nice. Yeah, the explanation gets even worse. We're here where she actually brings out some props. So check this out.
It doesn't make any sense. So now I give to you. Here, you're my paleontologist.
She got a cup full of rocks. Dumps out the rocks and stuff on the table, spreads it out.
Turn that into what it was before I ripped it apart. Here.
Oh, now she got
some spackle.
There's a can of spackle.
As much spackle as you want. Here, turn this
All the bits she puts up in the camera, drops them down.
into what it's supposed to be. All right. Who knows what you're going to come up with, right? Now, here, take this same substance. This same spackle. And, by the way, it's supposed to be this little guy, Brachiosaurus, who's 40 meters tall.
And by the way, she's holding up a cocktail napkin with a little rinky-dink dinosaur with a line that says 15 meters on it. That's her official architect drawing of the dinosaur. And then she finishes up with this.
Seems legit.
Yeah, and finishes up with this.
This is what he looks like. This is what the head was supposed to look like. This is a Brachiosaurus skull. Make me a Brachiosaurus skull. Like that, and as much stack as please. Chances are, what are you going to come up with?
A dipshit.
If you want to keep your job, you come up with a Brachiosaurus skull.
Okay, so she's insinuating that you are being strong-armed as a paleontologist into faking dinosaur existence so you can keep your job, Anthony.
Oh, good, yeah, because, paleontology pays so well.
That's why he's in a...
Yeah, we're just totally rolling in it. I think she's watched too many episodes of Friends and saw, the lavish lifestyle that Ross was living.
Yeah, I won't play the rest of it except to say that there was another video that she did where she was a little confused at the fact that the large flying reptiles, I don't know if it was a pterodactyl or it was some other bird.
It was a pterodactyl.
Maybe, that they had leathery wings. So in her brain, that's leather. That's real leather. So in her brain, she was like, well, how could they possibly fly if they had wings made of leather?
She was like, drop a leather jacket from a building.
Wait, yeah.
That doesn't fly.
Well, she cited an experiment where they had a kite and they wanted to simulate how flight would be for that type of animal. So they draped a jacket over it, and it didn't fly, of course. And so that was their proof that there's no way that bird could have flown.
They got a really a death grip on the scientific method over here. Wow.
I know. Well, and here's the thing: it's got to be insulting to you when you run into people. Because I'll tell you, I haven't figured out whether this is fake or not. And if it is, great, good. That's a great, that's a great troll. But I was out doing a show, and we were having drinks with people after the show, and this guy literally out of the blue just brought up the fact that he didn't believe that dinosaurs are real, and he thought it was a scam, and that people were trying. And he was very serious about it. And the guy was a business owner. He seemed like a sort of an intelligent fellow, and I looked at him like, "What are you, out of your mind? Doesn't that insult the hell out of you? I mean, you're doing this for how long have you been a paleontologist for?"
I've been doing this for 18 years. I spend usually about 10 weeks a year out in a tent, digging holes in the ground, sometimes finding dinosaurs, and then sometimes just poop in the outside there. Getting 1 shower a week, getting eaten alive, 120-degree heat, biting flies, skunks, rattlesnakes, all that kind of stuff. I wouldn't do this if there wasn't some sort of payoff in the end. And it's not financial payoff either. This is just, how do I say this? I mean, being able to find something is really cool. And when you have people tell you that, the devil put them in the ground, I want to find that devil or whoever it was that put them in the ground that has mashed them up into the tiny little pieces, swirled them up, taken half the parts away from them, and then left them for me to dig up.
I know.
When I find these dinosaurs, I mean, you're staring at the ground. We got no way of looking under the ground to find these bones whatsoever. People have tried to use ground penetrating radar,
right?
That kind of weird stuff. And, if there's a chunk of ironstone under the ground, and it acts like a huge mirror, and it just reflects off, and you don't get any good data out of that. So we're looking for chunks that have already eroded out at the surface.
Right.
And trace them up, and sometimes it's just the chunks, or sometimes it's just part of one bone that's in there. You dig a lot of holes in the ground and don't come up with very many dinosaurs. You may come up with maybe 1 or 2 a year from an entire dig season.
Well, Tiffany told me an interesting fact that about what you do, and that she said one of the things that you complain about is the smell, which I was like, what the hell are you what is that?
We want to hear more about it.
Yeah, I'm a little curious. It smells when you're digging for bones.
It smells when you're digging for bones. Sometimes the rocks themselves smell like crude oil and that kind of stuff. That's not the bad part. The bad part is when you haven't had a shower for a week or so, you start to develop this protective crust on you of sweat and sunscreen and dirt and all this kind of stuff. So when you look at these photos of people at dig sites, you can actually look and kind of judge where they are in a week or two of the dig by how close they are together. Because at the dig site, then they start to spread out day after day, just oh my God, you smell like, ugh. The only people that it doesn't faze, amazingly, are rancher women. You go into town for a beer and to take a shower or something like that, and these rancher women are just hey babe, if you bring a 12-pack of beer,
Nice.
We can go and learn how to drive a combine.
Where are you from originally? Are you from out that way, or are you from somewhere else?
No, I'm originally from Detroit, so it's a completely different world to me out there.
He's out there at Gillies, riding the mechanical bull. I haven't washed in a week. This is crust flying off me. I don't know if you realize that.
I'd love to ride on a combine. I'm not sure if that's a euphemism or not. It's just.
It could be. In some towns, it could be.
It may take like a 12-pack of beer or something just to kind of erase the image of the she mullet from your mind anyway.
Nice. Well, Anthony, listen, I really appreciate you taking out the time to call and let us give some fact, throw some fact in this way. If people want to friend you and just follow your adventures, because I know Tiffany, when she saw a dinosaur movie, she befriended a bunch of paleontologists, and she follows your exploits and watches the pictures
and stuff.
So where can people see you online if that's okay?
Well, what do? I do a blog for the museum.
There you go.
And the website is just RMDRC. That's Romeo Mike David Romeo Charlie at blogspot.com. And that's kind of like our what I did on my summer vacation, sort of updates on what we're working on in the lab and our new discoveries and that kind of stuff.
Right on, dude. Well, yep.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Well, listen, thank you so much. Have a good time at the convention. Thanks for taking time out and calling us.
Yeah.
And we really appreciate it, dude.
Thanks for the opportunity.
No problem.
Yeah, thank you for calling in, Anthony.
Great. Yeah, good talking to you, like, for real.
Yeah, exactly. One day I'm just going to talk to him about dinosaurs. I'm going to call him up on the phone and just talk about dinosaurs. It's going to be amazing. I can't wait.
Dude, Anthony,
be prepared, Anthony. Run away.
That'll be the day when you're like, whoa, I need to shower. Right now, I need to go shower.
Hopefully there's less mentions of scrotum then.
Thanks, buddy.
Thank
All right,
you.
thanks.
Bye.
All right, there you go. There's
Maltese.
Anthony Anthony Maltese calling in. You can go ahead and cut him out. Calling about pain. We got all that sorted out. So, Christian, you're wrong. And yada yada. I didn't want to close it out
Wasn't
because
that
you got the
awesome?
dashboard up there.
Like, how cool was that phone call?
Yeah, no, it was good. That worked out. Anthony was very nice, and he gets to party in the brewery.
Simultaneously, like the most educated and dirtiest caller we've had on Double Special by his own admission. One of the dirtiest.
That's awesome.
I want to go to a Star Wars event and then dig up a dinosaur. That's like the coolest life ever.
Oh my God, she's like totally like, I am moving to Colorado and I'm gonna go to bad conventions and hang out with rancher women. It's gonna be awesome. You're listening to Double Special. The phone number is 7.
For a ride in my combine for a 12-pack. But it's a 12-pack of Easy Max.
Salute.
Can you imagine how cool it would be to go dig up a dinosaur? Like, holy crap. Like, that should be on my bucket list.
What if it was still alive? That would suck.
That would be sweet.
You're just digging a hole and a dinosaur hops
depends
out?
on what kind of
And
dinosaur.
as Anthony said, it doesn't happen a lot. I mean, it's not like, it's more of a chance thing. We watched that documentary where they found the girl, that full T-Rex, remember? And that was just the guy was out there, and the cliff had fallen apart, and they just caught it. I mean, they would have never been able to find that on their own. There's no way.
I've always really been interested in dinosaurs. I don't know why.
I bet half the time he goes out and he just comes back with like 1 or 2 lousy trilobites.
Yep.
It's like, ugh.
Yep. Yeah, right. They're like the clamshell of
like cockroach fossils.
You misled me so much.
Oh, yeah, I thought the dinosaur bones smelled.
Dude, that's the way she told it to me. That's what there was actual odor coming from the site, and I was like, well, what is that? Like, you'd think it would be petrified, and there would be no, it's all rock now, would be no smell coming.
So
it smelled.
You spent the week worrying about rotting dinosaur
No, I wasn't
bones?
worried about it, but I was intrigued by the fact that there would be still odor from decomposing organic material. And she read it. She misread it.
Well, because I read it on Facebook messages.
It's those dudes that are stinking. I asked a guy how sweaty he gets on his digs.
No,
That's what you made me do.
You asked him how bad dinosaur bones smelled. Is what you did.
I know. Down to Christmas level.
He was lovely enough to correct you and explain what he meant.
He was very nice about it.
He presented it in his message. I thought because they were dead that they smelled bad. I don't know. This is Facebook messaging.
You have a dinosaur bone. How did you think they deodorized it for you?
Listen. To be fair, I fell down the path with her. I didn't even question. I figured, well, she knows. She must know. She talked to the guy, and maybe that's a fact about stuff like that I don't know about. I don't know. I don't know anything about paleontology, for God's sakes.
I don't know.
Things that smell the water in Detroit, Michigan, and Flint specifically. Big story. Jordan, Phil, keep us up to date.
Whoa, where our last caller was from.
Yeah,
Sorry
right.
about that, dude.
Speaking of Detroit.
Yeah. No, actually, Flint's a different town. But Flint used to get the water from Detroit for
Right.
a long time. They were getting good water.
And then they had a big motion to stop that and get it from the river.
Right, from the Flint River. They said,
Right.
we're going our own way. And they got water from the Flint River, and they just poisoned the whole damn town. It's awesome. What's 6 fucks there? Oh, my God.
Yeah, and I guess the move to get it from the river was a big move. That was it cost them a lot of money, and it was a whole new program, and they had to do some construction to be able to do it or whatever.
Well, and it's not that the water is actually poisonous, but what they did was they sent it through old pipes without a simple anti-corrosive agent, which apparently would have cost about $100 a day. But because they didn't use it,
and they were skimming the money, so not skimming, stealing, but meaning not trying to save pennies.
They were cheaping.
Yeah, exactly.
So so all the horrible old pipes in Flint are now discharging their deadly poison.
It just
into
keeps
the
getting
mouths
worse
of the
and
children.
worse for the people in that state, in Michigan, right around that area.
Because you remember Roger and Me?
Oh, yeah.
That movie from 20 years ago about how awful Flint was. It was they made a whole documentary about how people had to choose between pets and meat in the city.
I know, dude.
And now it's gotten worse. How did that happen? We made a movie about it. We thought we were done.
Because Michael
we all knew about it. Fix it.
You know why? Because nobody takes Michael Moore seriously. I mean, I take his film seriously, but a lot of people don't take him seriously. They think he's just a pompous, fat little dude, and they hate him.
You just figured,
I love him.
We all knew Flint was bad. We saw the movie. They must have fixed it by now.
No, they faked it. He did that for the movie's sake, just to be mad to the people, to be evil to the people from his own place. He just decided, I'll make a movie and just dog my home, my birthplace. Yes, Crystal.
I blame anybody who moved to Flint, Michigan after that movie.
I don't think anybody's moving there. I think people just can't get the hell out.
Yeah.
I think they're stuck there.
I would be I will be homeless, but I will not die from the water.
Nobody's moving to Flint.
Yeah, no, you can't get out. You've got too much brain damage from the lead poisoning. You get lost. You keep making 3 left turns, and then you're back up home. And it's I don't know. I can't get out of Flint.
I love Parliament. Big Ben, kids. Yeah. I feel bad for those people. Tiffany, you look like you have something to say. Are you good? How's the cough? You doing good? How's the Zika? Is it digging in?
I'm just not used to being sick, so when I am sick, I'm kind of oh God.
Yeah, she's freaked out about
just
it.
a cough.
All this came from Jordan. That's where it came from.
It
Jordan brought this into my house. I'm not saying you did
Zika.
it. I didn't say you did it maliciously, but you brought it into the house. You were the first one to appear sick around us. My son managed to go a whole school year without getting sick, and I'm like, oh, we're going to make it the whole year. And he's still not sick, but everybody else is.
No, he was sick.
I don't know what mung you brought.
Yeah.
You
He
kind
was
of for like a
sick,
day
but-
or so.
Yeah.
He had a stomach thing, but it was not. I think that was just crap food in his face. You know what he is excited about though?
What's that?
What?
The 9th planet. Well, no, he's not excited about the 9th planet,
I'm
but
excited.
there's been a discovery. Apparently, there's another planet. What the hell's happening? Do we eat eggs? Are we not allowed to eat eggs? Are they good for us? Are they bad for us? Is there a planet? Is there not a planet? We just lost a planet, right? Neptune.
we lost Pluto.
Pluto.
No.
Are you mad at science again? We
I don't understand,
We
though.
just got happy with science.
How
with
do
the
you-
paleontology?
Well, no,
and now
that's
you're
fine.
attacking other science.
Other science, yes, another science. I'm good with paleontology. Now let's talk about astronomy.
Yeah.
What the hell,
Listen,
man?
No one was more depressed than me about Pluto because
Nobody.
Pluto.
Why
was,
did they take
my
Pluto? It
thing.
wasn't big enough to qualify as a
Yeah,
planet,
it was too small. It was
even though they already called it a planet.
Yeah, well, because they
Stupid.
discovered it first, and they couldn't really tell how big it was. They knew there was something there. Said, "Oh, this must be another planet." But then they found out that there were other asteroids up there that were as big or even a little bigger than Pluto. So it's well, you can't do that crap.
Yeah, but is it a planet or is it a moon? I mean, if it's a planet, it's a planet. It's just a small
dwarf,
planet.
Dwarf
isn't it?
planet.
Yeah.
A dwarf planet, but
But
it's still a
yeah.
planet, though.
It doesn't count.
It's not
See,
included.
I don't agree with
It's
that.
like Warwick Davis.
But it's been like that forever.
Wait, if
No, that
it's
was
if it's
me.
classified as a dwarf planet, the word planet is
Yeah.
right in the damn title, so it's a planet as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah.
If they looked at it and said, it's not a dwarf planet, it's an asteroid. It's a big asteroid. I'd be like, all right, it's an asteroid.
It's not a real planet, though. It's a half a planet.
But they
How's it half a planet?
Because it's tiny.
That doesn't mean, but it's
It's
still
a
shaped
miniature
like a
planet.
planet, has the composition of a type of planet, right, Tiffany?
Yeah.
In
you were having
school, they taught us about Pluto, and we learned the planets in order from the sun, and the Pluto was included in it, and I don't like that they made my change.
All right. Well, at least it was the last one out.
Yeah,
on the
that's
ring, right?
true. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, now there's another one. They haven't named it yet. They're just calling it the ninth
Well, that's 'cause
planet.
they're not
They
even
name it
sure it's
Pluto?
out there. They only think it's there because based on other little dwarf planets
Right.
along Pluto.
And there's
Yeah.
some gravitational pull there. And also, I guess its orbit around the sun is like 26,000 years. It's a long-ass orbit around the sun. It's like an oblong orbit on the outside of the solar system.
Yeah, it's like farther out than Voyager's gone or something horrible.
Right. Yeah, it's crazy out there. I find it fascinating, but it's interesting. We named this ninth planet. My son just became like excited about the solar system, right? He has his favorite planet. And at
Which
first
one?
when he told me what his favorite planet was, I thought he was just being typical boy and like like Beavis and Butthead.
Oh,
but
I
it wasn't.
remember.
It's not that at all. I asked him. I said, "What's your favorite planet?" He goes, "Uranus." And I waited for the inevitable, and it didn't happen. It never happened. So I'm like, okay. So I'm like, what is it about Uranus? And now I'm having the Uranus conversation with my son. So and I'm trying not to laugh because it's kind of funny.
We did
the way
laugh.
it sounds. I know. Inside, we smiled, but I didn't laugh because I didn't want him to realize what was happening. So I said, "What is it about Uranus that you like?" And he's like, "Well, it has 11 moons." And I'm like, "Okay." So he's coming from a factual place, and he genuinely just likes the planet because it has 11 moons.
And it has rings.
And it has rings, right? Which
Yeah.
He called me. I didn't think it did. and I had
He
looked-
called you out on that.
I didn't think it did, but it does. It has rings.
Yeah, he kept wording
They're not as big
it.
as Saturn's, but yeah,
He
it was
kept
really
wording
weird.
it in such a funny way. Like I wish I could remember how he's wording it.
But
It was
not
hilarious.
like I don't think he knows
No,
what
no, he
anus
doesn't.
is.
No.
I don't think he's ever heard
No,
the
no.
word anus, so he doesn't know what that is. And
But he still knows you
Wait
don't
till
know
he does
Uranus
it.
from your elbow.
your anus is really cool, and I like your anus. And it was just like, oh my god, like the way he was wording stuff.
it got very sketchy there.
He's
for
like,
a
I
couple
learned a
minutes.
lot of facts about your anus today at school.
Goddamn funny as hell.
Why
man.
are they talking about my anus at school?
And I'm just waiting for the hammer to drop. Like, get it, Uranus? I'll be like, all right, don't do that anymore. It never happened. I know. It never happened. I'm like, I gotta play this serious. I gotta play it straight the whole way.
Now you're the bad guy.
It's so awful. You're listening to Double Special. We are broadcast from Uranus, the planet. And the phone number is 727-475-6139. If you'd like to check out some stand-up comedy, we will be doing stand-up comedy. Tiffany and myself will be at Old Naples Comedy Club. That is in Naples, Florida. We'll be there from January 28th. That is this Thursday through Saturday. One show each night, 8 o'clock. Come check it out. Tiffany will be coughing through her entire set.
I hope not.
Hot tea. Do hot tea, hot toddy, like a tea with some honey, maybe.
Do some morphine.
No,
I'm
what do we do?
gonna-
What was the
That's
thing?
a cough suppressant.
What was the thing? How do you get morphine? We can't get morphine. Where are we going
There
to
was
get morphine?
like they just recalled some herbal cough syrup, like licorice tea bark cough syrup.
Because it had morphine
It
in
had
it?
tons of morphine in it.
They didn't catch that.
When they caught it, they had to recall it.
Oh,
But it was
bummer,
already
can't
out. It was
read
already
that.
out on the
It's on the
shelf.
shelves. We could have been having cough some morphine all this time if we'd only known.
I'm gonna
Jeez.
get some Delsum because one time a pharmacist told me that was the best thing because I asked before a show I had a cough like a few years ago and I was like, how can I not cough that much? And the pharmacist said the Delsum, and I remember it working out pretty well, so I'm gonna get it.
All right, there you go. Again, 3 shows. You can check it out. Go to just Google search Old Naples, Naples, Naples Comedy Club. We'll be there for 3 days. Come check it out. Buy a T-shirt. Come hang out. Should be a lot of fun. What else we got? I think we've covered pretty much. Oh, no, I want to talk about this real quick. Jordan's always trying to push this show on me. I'm not a big fan of the show. I've watched it a couple times. Top Gear is one of your favorite shows.
It's like a guilty pleasure.
And what is it? For you, if you're listening and you don't know what it is, Jordan, tell the listeners what it is. Top Gear. It's a British show, right?
British motoring show. Where
British. Why are you into a British motoring show?
It's one of the most popular shows in the world, my friend.
Yeah, well, you're not into popular stuff, so that I don't.
Well,
That
you
didn't
know,
answer my
that's
question.
not always true.
I've seen a couple episodes. They're all right.
It's very entertaining. They go around, they do silly challenges across the
Yeah.
world. Like they did one where they drove across Bolivia through the Amazon in cheap 4-wheel drives. Yeah, it's just funny. They're very entertaining guys.
Yeah.
They've got excellent chemistry together. It makes for an entertaining show.
Well, they just got a new host, apparently.
Well, that's because there was a whole drama where the old host, Jeremy Clarkson, punched a producer because he didn't get a steak for dinner after a shoot.
Wow.
So he got fired from the BBC. The rest of the rest of the cast went along with him to Amazon. So they're making like millions to do a show for Amazon now. And BBC hired Chris Evans.
This is the new guy.
Yeah, who used to be, I guess he hosts like a radio show in the mornings.
Yeah.
And he's known for being like a huge car guy. Like he owns
like a Jay Leno dude.
Yeah, like he has one of the most expensive car collections in England and all that.
So I guess they're taping the show, and he got in the car. They had a little bit of a road trip. He got car sick on Top Gear.
That's funny.
Which they do a lot of driving on the show, I'm guessing, right?
Yeah.
And actually, it wasn't a long trip. I think it was like a stunt course.
Well, he was driving with one of his other co-hosts, who is this German chick called Sabine Schmidt, who's like this super cute girl who's really good at racing fast.
She made her sick? Or she's just a good driver?
She's like one of those drivers who can like do corners really fast and make you sick.
Oh my god!
But still, if you're on a show about going fast in cars, you should not get sick riding around with somebody. That's kind of like one of the things.
They're all like rewrite.
Yeah.
Now they got to figure out how to not.
And
have
I
this
also heard that he's terrible at talking and driving at the same time.
Wow.
Which is another important thing, because half the show is people driving while they talk.
What? All right, what the hell did his audition consist of? That's what I'm asking. Did they put him in a car at any point during the audition?
No, apparently not.
Like, yeah, we want you for this car show. You want me to get in a car? No. Stand on the boat. We want to see what you're like on a boat. Like, Jesus Christ, man. Why can't I get a gig like that? Where I don't have to do anything and they don't ask me, like, I don't have to match up to anything that I'm doing.
You have to have like $1 million car collection and then you're qualified, apparently.
Or a radio show host or something like that. I'm working on it. All right. We were doing quizzes on holidays. We kind of jumped off that and did some other things while John was in town with Miguel. Again, John Wilson will be here in March, again, in the studio and doing stand-up with us. Hit us up on our website, doublespecialshow.com, and we'll give you all the details. In the meantime, we're going to do another quiz. Crystal, our producer, is going to do this quiz. We like to do the upcoming holiday. So we've passed New Year's. Well, there's no other holidays right in January other than the New Year's.
Well, there's
Martin Luther
MLK,
King.
but it's passed.
Yeah,
It's
that's
done.
okay.
So too bad.
That wouldn't have gone well.
Yeah, I don't
Probably
want
not.
to even touch that. All right, so the next major holiday is
St. Valentine's Day.
Nobody's
already
calling it
brought up.
St. Valentine's Day, by the way.
V-Day?
No, Valentine's Day. Nobody calls it Saint Valentine's
V-Day, that's Veterans
that-
Day.
Yeah, what the,
Technically,
the
what it
invasion
is.
of what's that? I know technically, but nobody calls it that.
I know that. Yeah.
Well, the quiz is St. Valentine's Day trivia quiz.
All right.
All right.
This is going to be
So,
good.
all right, so we're going to do Valentine's. The rules, as always, if the contestants, the three of us, know the answer, say your name as you're ringing, and Crystal will determine who says their name first, and then you have one shot at the answer. If you get it wrong, you're out, and then it's between the other two players. All right, so we'll keep it respectable.
All right, and this is short, little tiny quiz, 10 questions only.
10 questions only.
All right,
All right.
you ready?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. Saint Valentine is indeed the patron saint of love, but he has many other duties. He is also the patron saint of A, actors, B, beekeepers, C, orphans, or D, vinegar makers.
Chris. Orphans.
Jordan.
Actors.
No.
Tiffany, you can get it.
Vinegar.
No.
Vinegar? You picked vinegar? The other one was, what was the other one? The other one was,
It was beekeeper.
Yeah, I
What
would've
does
went
it have to
beekeeper.
do with bees?
I don't know, wings, an arrow. I have no idea.
Why would you be the saint
I
of
don't
love
know.
and bees? Nobody can be the saint of love and bees. Those are
Honey.
incompatible things.
Honey is sweet, and love is
Yeah,
sweet,
that's true.
and you love your honey.
Birds and the bees.
Yeah, I guess.
See how I brought that all around?
Love can be sticky and honey is sticky.
Oh, for God's
Birds
sake.
and bees.
You-
Banging.
I just got a little threw up on my mouth when you said that.
Yeah. Well,
All right. Go ahead.
All right. The next one is the British Museum has a letter that is regarded as the oldest Valentine in existence. A rather sad one. Who wrote it? A Roman centurion captured by the invaded Huns in 451. B, a French nobleman captured at the Battle of Agincourt in 1415.
Agincourt. It wasn't very
Agincourt.
important.
Okay. C, a Spanish missionary captured by the islanders in 1695.
Spanish.
Or D, an English grenadier.
Grenadier. Chris.
Tiffany.
To Chris.
Oh, I'll take the last one, the grenadier.
No.
Damn it.
Jordan.
Jordan.
No, I said
Tiffany's
She said
next.
that.
Yes,
B.
you did. Yes, you're correct.
Oh, that's what I was gonna guess. That's crap. But I knew how to say Agincourt. That's garbage. That's garbage. I could have pronounced it.
All right, and let's say you can't ring it until all the answers, since we're doing multiple choice. Let's because usually we go if you know it. So wait till all the answer and the first one. No, that makes it a little bit fair.
Yeah.
What if you know it?
Yeah, you have to wait and ring in first.
Fine.
You have to be quick and ready. All right.
I'm just guessing all these anyway.
I know. What the hell? All right, so
Okay.
Tiffany's up 1-0.
All right. If you guys know how to speak Wales, then you're going to get
Is
this
it Welsh?
I know how to speak Welsh.
Remember Dory on Finding Nemo can speak it.
All right, go ahead.
Actually
Okay.
sounded pretty legit.
My last one is pretty good.
All right. If you were in Wales on Valentine's Day, you might give your sweetheart some swusses.
What?
Oh dear God.
Did you go to school? What are you? Come on, spell it out. Phonetic. Go phonetics.
SWSUS. Swusses.
SWS.
Swusses.
All right, what's
SW.
SUS.
Okay, yeah,
Swusses.
she's right. It's
Yeah.
Swisses.
Swusses.
Jesus.
Swusses.
All right.
Or as we say in English, A, candy, B, flowers, C, kisses, or D, leeks.
Jordan.
Leaks.
Leaks.
No.
It just seemed like a trick question.
Chris.
Chris.
Chocolate.
No.
Damn it.
Tiffany.
No.
Flowers.
Oh!
Good God, it's kisses.
Kisses.
Yeah.
How are we supposed to know this?
I like that we can't even get like
Yeah, you guys
like
are
a
sucky at
25%
Valentine's Day.
chance. We can't even hit it. It's awful.
All right.
All right.
Tiffany's
next
up
one.
1-0, I guess.
All right. We associate love with the heart, but in Shakespeare's time, it was not always so. In what other organ did love reside? A, the kidneys, B, the liver, C, the pancreas, or D, the spleen?
Jordan.
Chris.
Jordan.
The spleen.
No.
Liver.
Yes.
Yeah.
I
That's
thought
where
liver was
alcohol
like
goes.
anger.
Yeah. What?
No.
All right.
Chris is in the game.
1-1.
1-1.
Jordan's got zip.
All right.
Dude, this is a quiz that Jordan is not getting answers on. I like this quiz.
Oh, okay.
This is a very general
might
V-Day
win.
quiz.
It is, yeah. Okay.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, use your
All
brain a little bit.
It's the 18th century,
Yeah.
and your sailor sweetheart has just given you what is called a busk valentine.
Spell busk.
B-U-S-K.
Okay.
What is it? A kiss. B, a piece of decorated whalebone. A song. C, a song in which the singer vows fidelity. Or D, a trinket from a far off
Jordan.
place. Jordan.
Tiffany went first.
Tiffany.
C.
No.
It wasn't a song?
No.
Oh, thank God.
Damn it.
B, a whalebone.
Correct.
Oh! That's what I was going to guess, you
Jordan's
rat bastard.
Wow, chivalry paid off there. I was going to go song, too.
Damn it. I was going to go bone. I thought, yeah, it's a whalebone, dude.
'Cause, well, busker. You know?
Yeah, I don't know.
Next Valentine's Day, if you have a girl, are you going to give her a whalebone?
The one in my pants.
Okay. All right. The god Cupid wasn't always depicted as a plump cherub with a bow and arrow. And another aspect, he was a lusty youth in love with a beauteous.
Beauteous?
Damn. Dude, you're my wife. You're embarrassing me right now. Read the English.
with the beauteous mortal Psyche. Unfortunately for Psyche, A, Cupid also loved Pomona and Egeria.
Jordan, you want to help her out?
What the crap, man?
I can't even look. I have to look at it. Pomona, I guess it's California.
All right, keep going. That's A.
So A was Californian.
Okay. B, she grew old before they could marry. C, she had to live half the year in the underworld. Or D, Venus, Cupid's mother, hated her.
Chris.
The
last one, Venus. Her mother hated her.
Correct.
Yep.
Wow.
Chris is pulled ahead.
Yes,
Pulled ahead.
I've heard that
There's
story before.
4 left.
So I got, what is it, 2-1?
2-1-1.
1-1.
It's all gone wrong.
All right.
This is the weakest score ever placed by double special hosts. It's awful.
It was the 1850s, and Esther Howland was one of the first to mass-produce valentines in the United States. For what quality were her valentines known? A, beauty and taste. B, only costing a penny. C, self-righteous moral tone. Or D, using only local materials.
Tiffany.
Jordan.
Only costing a penny.
No.
Oh!
Tiff.
Did you say it before me?
She just...
A.
Yes.
Damn it.
Ah.
See, I bet chivalry kicked me right in my nuts just then.
Yeah,
well,
it did.
Damn it. I wasn't going to pick that one anyway. What did you say? B?
A.
What was A?
A
She
was
doesn't
beauty
even
and
know.
taste.
Beauty and taste.
Yeah, no.
I
It
know.
felt right to me.
All right. That one feels right. All right. All right. Tied. Tiffany and Chris. Jordan, you're down.
How many questions left?
There's 1, 2, 3.
3 questions
Okay.
left.
Yes.
All right.
Okay.
got a shot at it.
Next. Perhaps Chaucer thought English Februaries could use some cheering up. At any rate, he generally gets the credit for being first to think love and romance with St. Valentine's Day. In which poem did he do this? A, Annalita and Arcite. The Canterbury Tales. C, The Legend of Good Woman, or D, The Parliament of Fowls. Chris.
Canterbury Tales.
Damn it!
Oh, it's wrong. Damn it.
Tiffany.
No, wait.
Jordan. Yeah, he said it.
Who are the answers? Who are the ones again?
Oh, come on.
No, A, Annalita and Arcite or Archite. The Canterbury Tales, The Legend of Good Woman, or The Parliament of Fowls.
Annalisa and Elguguda.
No.
All right.
C.
No.
Oh, wow. Oh, I wish we had buzzer. Yeah.
So it's D.
It's D, The Parliament of Fowls.
Very good, Tiffany. I like
double
that.
special with a 75% chance of getting the answer right. Failing 3 times.
75% of the time.
Yeah.
All right. 2 more left to get a tie between Tiffany and I. Jordan's got 1.
All right, next. Thanks to the efforts of certain businesses, Valentine's Day has been popular in Japan since the 1950s. It is now customarily celebrated by A, exchanging body grooming products and scents, B, extravagant meals at special love diners, C, men giving electronic products to women, or D, women giving chocolate to men. Tiffany.
D.
Yes.
Damn it! Oh! All right. I want this.
You got a chance to tie.
There's 2 more, right? 2
There's
more?
one more. This is
one
it.
more. So I
Last
can
one.
tie, and then we go a
Yeah.
tiebreaker, which she doesn't have ready. But that's
I don't.
I'll ask the tiebreaker.
You'll ask the
I have
tiebreaker?
to.
Perfect.
It better be factual.
I'm going to try and spoil it for you anyway.
Jesus Christ.
All right. In early 19th century Britain, a new type of Valentine became trendy. Nicknamed the vinegar Valentine, it was characterized by a particular type of message. What type? A, an apology. B, a breakup message. C, a lecture of the evils of alcohol. Or D, a series of insults.
Chris.
A
series of insults.
Yes.
Woo!
Oh, we have a tie.
Yeah.
Jordan, boom, you're up, baby.
All right. Tiebreaker question,
like
Valentine
this.
related.
Valentine related.
All right.
Oh gosh, it's gonna be a bunch of crap.
Just answer it to the best of your ability, and we'll go. You don't have multiple choice, right? You gonna have multiple choice?
Nope.
Okay, so you
It'll
gotta
be
just answer it.
Simple. You get to go back and forth until one of you gets it right.
All right.
What is my favorite dinosaur?
Brontosaurus.
Yes, Chris got it. Leprechaun. That's what I picked in my head. Leprechaun. He got it right. It's not even a real dinosaur anymore, but it's my favorite. Good job.
Everybody
Chris
loves
wins.
it. Yeah. And I won on a dinosaur, so suck it, Tiffany.
Oh yeah, no, you won on what Jordan's head is doing.
I just took a guess on what the most beloved dinosaur would be.
And
I figured it'd be a Brontosaurus.
It was
cute.
Leprechaun, Tiffany. No
My
cheating.
favorite
I was
dinosaur
Brontosaur.
is a velociraptor.
Yeah, well, I would have said that had you answered the question, but you didn't. You're listening to Double Special. We're down to the end of another show. We got about 5 minutes left. A lot we covered this show. Next week on the show, Bob Burr will be here. He'll be doing some magic in the studio. If you're listening, I'll try to narrate as best I can, which may be annoying to Bob. Maybe I'll go off to the side. I don't know how I'm going to do that because I don't want it to be too boring. What do you think, Jordan? How can we make it better for our listeners? Tiffany, you got any
If
ideas?
we can guess his trick, we get to spray him with Charlie.
You did
If
not
we
answer my
don't,
question.
He gets to
How
spray
does
us
that
with
doesn't
Charlie.
answer my question?
I think that would make it exciting.
No, for the listeners, how do I make the tricks when you're listening?
I think it'd be cool if you describe it because it's kind of funny. Like you'll be kind
It's
of
like golf announcing, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
That's
it's
why I
like,
think it will be hilarious.
Okay, now he takes the fake beer bottle out of the bag. Now he puts it back in the bag.
Well, no, but a little bit more better than that. Jesus,
have
what was
to
that
anyways.
lame ass crap?
You have to describe it.
Well, for the
because
people,
the people
For the
listening
kids.
on IRN or the
Describe it
iTunes.
for the kids.
For the people.
Yeah, I'll give you further information also when the B-side comes out on WZIG here locally. That's 104.1. 104.1. We're going to have a meeting with him next week. We'll get that in. Also, finishing up the book that I started, that'll be available. And I'm currently working on my audio CD of my show, Chicken Kicker, that whole set. And that will be available on CD Baby, which is Amazon and iTunes.
It's going to go on iTunes
Straight up,
and
yep.
Amazon and Spotify.
Yep, and you can pick that out. You can buy tracks at a time. Big shout out to Travis liking and being involved in a lot of our posts. Thank you, Travis. Always a pleasure.
Yes.
You can check out Travis on Spreaker, and his show is called the
Travisphere.
Right, Travis. I just want to see if you guys knew
Anthony
it.
Maltese.
Why didn't you go with Travesty? Because that would have been so. I guess maybe it was.
I like
taken.
Travisphere.
I do too.
I think it's a really good name. I enjoy it. Anything, Crystal? Anything you want to throw out there? Have you seen the planet thing yet? Have you done that?
No, we haven't seen it yet because it's been
It's too early in the
bad.
morning.
Did you want to share any memories of Abe Vigoda and or Henry the Pig?
Yeah, rest in peace, Henry
Oh,
the
poor
Pig.
Henry the Pig. It's just so tragic.
I never met
So
Henry.
sad.
So I
Death
got
by
no feeling.
balls.
I got no feeling one way or the other on
Oh,
Henry.
but you saw a picture. How did
No,
you
I didn't
connect
see
to
a
that
picture.
cute little pig picture?
No,
Because
I
I don't
never
like
showed
pigs.
you the
I'm not a
picture.
big fan of pigs.
I
He
showed
is
Jake
cute.
and Crystal the picture.
Do you have a picture of him with his balls hanging? Can we post that on Twitter?
That
would
would be
pretty
awesome.
cool.
That would be cool.
I would have videotaped him walking with his
I wonder
balls.
if I wonder if Henry the Pig died and like got buried in some rock, and then years later Anthony dug him up and saw the stretchy balls. If that would be like their mock-up of this prehistoric pig with long balls, and there'd be a whole explanation as to why his balls evolved that way. And really, what it was, he just got stuck on a frozen rock and he stretched out and he died.
Porcinius Dragus testy.
That would be the best ever in the future. Yes, the see what happened was the Earth tilted on its axis, which caused a gravitational pull to the back of most animals. As you can see, this animal's testicles was a catastrophic event that caused his nuts to stretch out this quickly.
We believe his testicles were made of limestone because that stuff couldn't have migrated in here. I don't know.
Yeah, that was awful. I don't know what you were trying. It was a good try. It was a
made
good
of
shot.
gold.
It was an okay shot.
We miss you, Henry the Pig.
Yeah.
Why didn't they make him into bacon? Why didn't they eat him? Honestly,
That's
I
awful.
think they kind of did. Didn't you say they did?
No, I just lied.
You lied to me?
Well, no, I never told you that.
You said he's bacon now is what
yeah,
you said.
but that's because pigs are dead and they become bacon.
No, they don't. No, they die and they become a corpse. They go to the freaking slaughterhouse and become bacon.
I was being facetious.
couldn't they like fed it to homeless people or something?
I didn't.
I would have eaten the bacon.
I didn't tell you factually that he would be.
I
turned
bet those
into
balls would have made like 5 hot dogs.
Oh my god, that's awful.
I often
I'd like
talk-
to see you eat those ball hot dogs. Yeah, they
I
plump
of-
when you cook them.
I talk in sarcasm. I often talk in sarcasm.
Whatever. Pick a song so I can get the hell out of here. Again, Tiffany and I will be at the Old Naples Comedy Club this weekend from Thursday through Saturday. That's in Naples, Florida. Go on my website. The date's on there. The link's on the date. You can buy tickets. Come on out. Buy a shirt. Hang out. See Tiffany's stuff. See
Don't
my stuff.
die.
Yeah, don't die. Everybody be good. Crystal,
Not-
say goodbye to everybody.
Goodbye, everybody.
Jordan.
Goodbye, don't die, like Henry.
Listen to the replay on Iron. Also, you can check out the B-Side Radio Show on my Spreaker and also on Gear Radio every Saturday night and soon on WZIG. Thanks so much for joining us, everybody. We'll see you next week on Double Special. In the studio, Bob Burr, comedian magician, will be in making magic with his fingers and his hands.
Don't forget to send us money.
Where?
Lots
to what?
of money.
Lots of money.
For
Don't
what?
say that unless you have a place they can
To our
send it.
YouTube. Go to our YouTube and fund us. Fund us.
Twitter us. We'll tell you where to send it.
Yeah, don't worry.
See you guys next time. Double Special. We're out. Bye-bye, everybody.
I need money.